Well, hello everyone. We've made it, and I got noise in the background. Let's shut that down. Here we go. I see that I've got Austrian Stacker in the house. I'll add him to the stage. Hi, Austrian Stacker. Here you come. There's the man.
I wasn't sure if you want to have me on your stream.
Now, why would I not want you on?
Because I'm back stream for almost half an hour now. Hello, my friend.
Hi. And then we got Rand so far away. He's popped his head in the house. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Ren.
Long time no see.
Still can't see.
I'm not sure if I would still recognize who you are if I see you. I haven't seen you for such a long time, exactly 5 days. So.
Oh, 5 whole days. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had the pleasure to have Ren and his lovely girlfriend in Austria. I had the chance to host them actually here in Austria and to take them around and show them some parts of my beautiful state of Lower Austria. So we had a great time here. I hope it was great. Please say so. If not,
no
lie.
It was nice. No, I'm very appreciated. You know, it was very. You dedicated so much time, and like a private driver.
No, it was a great time. I really enjoyed it. Skipper, have you seen this? I still have from our last live stream. I still have the remark: you are required to salute all COs below my name.
So long,
how do I get this out?
How do you get it out?
Here. Okay, here. Okay.
There you go.
So,
and look at that. Coin World UK is in the house.
Dale, brother.
Hey.
How are you doing, Dale?
All good. How's it going, Mr. Austrian Stacker? I am saluting you, and I'm saluting the skip, of course, and Ran. Good to see everybody, and I hope everyone is doing well.
Absolutely. Thanks for asking.
Please let me know when you are placed and prepared, because I would like to send you something.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Rand. I'm waiting for him to actually
me too.
Have a new address.
Hashtag me too.
You're the skipper. You own the boat.
Yeah, you think he's a sailor, but he's not exactly a sea-loving faring person.
The last time I sent anybody anything by boat, it went via Micronesia, and it took 6 months.
Yeah.
Dale, look, this is for you, yeah, and you can see.
Oh wow! Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I've got things to send out to everybody.
You will love it, yeah. But yeah, I need your new address.
That's mine for now.
Oh my word! The postman, the village we're living in has only got like 2,000 people. This postman's probably never carried anything so heavy in his life. Or her life, and we're gonna move there. She said, "Oh my God, I'm not going to this place again because I'm just going to fill this because the post office is only someone's little house."
You're in a small town, or going to one?
Very small village. A village of only 2,000 people. So yeah, when it's all, hopefully it was today, but obviously. It's going to be next week, so we should get a phone call. Because I look back, Zoe looked back at the calendar, and yeah, the phone call was only on Friday. So this had been the first full week, and they said up to 2 weeks, or 2 to 4 weeks. So they said to be 2 weeks normally. So next Friday should be that date. So it seems further than it actually is because we're just waiting, and it's just, Anyway, it's Stamos. There is William E. Mayor's videos. Great to see everybody. Who else is here? Blistering Barnacles. He's been pumping out those videos. I do like his new bike, by the way. Have you everybody seen his new bike? It's amazing.
No. What I don't like with his new bike is we don't see ET anymore when he's
yeah,
running
that's
around.
true.
I noticed.
He's probably on the back.
Forward to ET.
Yeah, where is
ET was the main feature.
I mean,
Yeah, E.T.
BB-8.
He's probably gone
BB-8, to be
home.
honest. ET was 50% of your videos, so something is missing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, just joking.
Hey, I've got something to show you anyway. Look, my friend come in the other day, right? And it's right. It's the reason why I've got this, because as you know, things are going to pop. You know, right. Yesterday, my friend turned up, and he goes, "I got you something," and I goes, "Oh, what is it?" There we go. It's going to be some kind of prank, you know, and. Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, he got a box because he knows that you're moving, huh?
Yeah, so this is now. Oh, hang on a minute. This is actually. He actually found this in a charity shop.
No way.
Wow, this is cool.
I promise you, on my mum and dad's grave.
No way.
Is this
Those
cool?
are $1 face value.
Arthur McKinley, Theft.
Yeah.
Are these all the presidents? Wow.
Yeah, that's an interesting collection because
including Trump. Wow.
Did it?
Yeah, all the way up to Trump. I mean, Biden's there, but he's probably wandered off somewhere.
So they will make another version without ear, like Van Gogh.
But yeah, isn't this so cool?
That is cool.
And
Dale, you need to make a video showing all the coins. This is really beautiful.
Stamos
this is amazing.
Charity shop.
He won't tell me which one, but he must have been upset because he was carrying around this all day, and it's really heavy after a while. But I actually did him a favour because one of his favourite football players, who I actually know, I go into his shop, and years ago, when I won my karate trophies, I had to go and get them ordered, and he had them made there. And I went in there the other day to see how he was, and my friend Steve, he's an avid football fan. He's like an encyclopedia. He knows what time the goals were scored. He knows what the weather was like, whatever. And I got him to sign it, the last signature today. So he's done that. But the funny thing was, he went out and got this from a charity shop, but he won't say which one because there he goes. I bet they got bloody more stuff there. And so yeah, I think this was because normally what he does, he comes over with 50 pence and said, "Oh, I found this today. I found this today. I know you got about 700 million of these. I know you got." So when he come in with this, because normally with these type of collections, people get bored because it's such a long process. So they only come in like maybe a page, or there's like 5 left. But to have a whole complete one is really, really fantastic. I said there's Biden there, but as I said, he's wandered off. So, well, he's supposed to turn up, but he's probably walking around, the garden somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, this was an amazing surprise. So, and obviously, there comes the certificate of ownership, and then it's got all the spiel there. It's obviously this Krupa nickel with 24 karat gold plated, of course. But the fact is, this is a fantastic gift. So, Stephen, thank you so much, man.
Dale, who
nice
produced from which mint is this? Is it from the US mint, or is this from a private mint, or?
This is apparently this is from Windsor Mint. So,
yeah,
this is from the UK.
Yeah, don't mistake those for the $1 US coins.
Yeah, I know they're only tokens. Yeah, I'm actually collecting the $1 coins with the actual stamp. So, like the George Washington, I'm getting the whole of the PD&S $1. That was available. But the thing is, I'm getting it with the stamp. So I've got the George Washington stamp, the Adams stamp, the Jefferson stamp, but they're not the real stamps. They're made on the paper, but the stamps only got like his portrait on. But the actual stamp paper is the same paper they would have used back in the day, like the grill stamp and all them. So the stamps are not real; it's just part of the collection. But I like collecting coins and stamps. So, but as a gift, I mean, this is amazing. As I say, I looked; they normally come in.
It's a wonderful gift.
It's an amazing gift. Yeah, I know these are only tokens. I mean, it's got the wrong presidential seal on, for goodness sake, because the seal changed when Kennedy was in power. So, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And
I thought because of the box, yeah, it looks like from the US Mint. The box looks very much like this series from the US Mint.
Yeah, I thought it was actually until I saw the certificate, and obviously I will do like a video on them. As I say, there's no numismatic value in them, but the fact is, a collection is still worth a lot of money. I checked.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And there's one on eBay for that in the United States for $225.
Wow.
So, and that was a full set. Obviously, you are going to get different packages. With this particular set, there's only 10,000 sets made. Obviously, they do make loads of them, so you are going to get different companies doing different criterias in the sets. But as I said, a lot of people go around if they get bored easy, and so collectors like you start one collection, it takes so long, it ends up being on the back burner. There he is Skipper. But yeah, I've got because obviously I went up to Kidderminster to the storage unit, and that's where my collection is at the moment. Majority of it is, and I went up there and got a few bits and bobs I'm trying to do videos for. So I'm ahead of myself.
Which Austrian stacker got it.
Familiar.
Yeah, this is a gift. This is a gift I got last week from Run So Far Away. This is a Czech coin, silver coin from 1937, and this depicts Czechoslovakia. Yeah, sorry, sure, 1937. And this is Mr. Masaryk, the first president, I think, of Czechoslovakia after the World War.
First and last.
Yeah, first and last. Yeah, right.
Happy looking.
Have a look
fella.
at this. This is so beautiful.
That's
that is so nice.
Those are they're the favorite part of coins to me. Not the obverse, the reverse. I love them.
Yeah, the reverse. I like the shield. That's what I like learning about with coins is the coat of arms.
No, in the old time, coins used to be piece of art and add value, not like today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. They don't make coins like they used to. I really don't. Greta Ozo's here. Stamos. Austrian Stackers here.
No,
Ran So Far Away. Dale, do you have any half sovereigns? No, I don't have any sovereigns whatsoever. I'm trying to get Zoe to lend me £45,000 so I can go and get myself Henry VII sovereign. But she keeps saying no for some reason.
Oh, she spent it all on chocolate. No?
Yeah, because exactly. Because she buys so much chocolate, she doesn't have any money left.
That's a point, actually. My coins. When I buy my coins, I spend no more than, say, £20, right? £25. She's spending loads on chocolates and sweets, and she eats it, she don't collect it. So it's a far more. So I'm going to question about that.
Is she also a collector? Or does she eat all of this stuff?
Actually, to be fair, she's done these videos a while ago. So and what she does is she gets like a pack of biscuits. And she'll make, like the other week, she'll have like they buy a pack of biscuits that she does a video, and her and Lauren will make a cheesecake out of them or something like that. So then we just slice it and have them in bits. So it don't go to waste. I don't like chocolate biscuits. I think they're grim, chocolate biscuits. But if it's like sweets and stuff, she don't really do chocolate anymore. It's more like candy, sweets, because she's got a massive American audience and Australian audience. They'd like trying to compare with the candy side of things. She's still waiting on her hours. She's so far behind on her hours. But she'll get there. She'll get there. But yeah, she's
It's crazy.
she's in her own little world. I just let her get on with it. But no, she don't really. This stuff that she gets is not gone to waste or anything. She just gives it away, or it just festers. Just to make something like something out of a cake or something, and we just have it in slices over a weekend, but she makes something with it.
And I look at Zoe's channel. Yeah, she has thousands of views on some of her videos. This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. It's just like she takes it.
We're doing something wrong.
The thing is, the problem is, right? I think a lot of people take I understand people take videos seriously. She does it purely for fun. She don't go, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. She puts out a video and whatever happens. And that is always been I just whack out a bunch of videos. If they're watched, they're watched. If they're not, they're not. Some get good views, some don't. I mean, I got a Cadbury's cream egg, for goodness sake, and it's my top video with 71,000 views. Right? Don't know why, but it's there and it gets used every single day. And I'm like, why is a Cadbury's cream egg beating my coins? I don't get it. And all I done was spun it around on a piece of paper.
I mean, it's really sad. My most viewed video is a video about the Aquaterra Zoo in Vienna. So I mean, I'm a coin channel. So why do you watch this video, not all of my coin videos?
Exactly. I mean, it baffles the mind, because I get even the sporograph, right? Because people like that because it's relaxing. Right? I do that with my boy. Right? I haven't done it for a while because I barely see him because of doing stuff. Went out with him last week, and now that thing's stopped, so I have to get one and do it. And it was just something that I thought people find that fascinating, But my painting stuff, the actual artwork, has got nothing. It's like, hang on a minute, what's going on here? But my coins, and it's the same. But other people who do coins get thousands upon thousands of views, and their videos are not very good. I'm not saying that mine are brilliant, because at the moment I've got a new phone, and I can't do any editing with it because I need to get an SD card. And once we move and get settled and I get a better, setup anyway, and do videos properly, proper review. And because there's so much history around that area, like Edge Hill, which is like the Parliamentary Wars, the very first battle, I'm going to set up there because only like, I don't know, about a quarter of a mile away. I'm going to set up on the hill and do coins there, and then have an overlooking view. Because go through that village, you blink and you miss it. It's that tiny,
Sounds like my village. 180 people living here.
Wow. See, it's even a quarter of that. See, so it's one eighth of your village. Is to ours. So I mean, I live in a town with, well, the census say 270. I reckon it's probably closer to 750,000 now. With all the hotels filled up. But
yeah, we do not even have our own postal code. We use the postal code of the next bigger town, which is a few kilometers away. So
yeah, it's crazy, man, and it's the same as it, because even though it's Coventry, that's the nearest actual city, but we are about an hour away from there. But that's the postcode we're using. And it's nuts. It's like, hang on a minute, this is a bit confusing because we're not even nowhere near Coventry. We're actually closer to Swindon than we are to the nearest city, of their postcode. But anyway, it's right in the centre of England where England can be. I don't know about Scotland as well. I mean, actual England. So there's no real close to a coast or anything. But when we were looking for a place, we went Wales, Scotland, England. We kept viewing these. Oh yeah, you got plenty of chances of getting this. We went off down and view everything, and they said nope. So we drove all that way to go nope. Drove way back again. But anyway, how is everybody's collections going? Because I haven't, apart from that here, that's the only thing I have new to my collection, and that's since 8 months ago, or 6 months ago. Yeah, 7 months ago.
Well, I can give you a little bit of information because I've been working on updating my collection. And, you know, it's amazing when you haven't looked at your collection for a while and you go through it. It's amazing how many mistakes that you pick up. I discovered that I do not have an 1895 Canadian 1 cent piece. I had two 1893s. So I removed the 1893, the lesser grade one, and I just bought myself an 1895. I wanted $40 for it. I got him down to 30. So that'll bring my collection back up to par for my 1 cent pieces. I hate not having it. Oh, look at he's showing up. Britannia's no King Charles. But yeah, you know.
Yeah, Samos asked for a note with King Charles on it.
I don't have any yet because Sarah's forbidden me from actually getting a new collection, anything yet, because obviously I want to get my banknotes out of a machine so they're crisp, so they go straight into my collection rather than over the till. So
that's like me with bacon. It must be crisp. Anyway, this is the other thing.
Bacon.
I just picked this one up. It's from CMG. It's a 1931 50 cent piece, BG8, and I'm going to remove it from the cake. I don't like these plastic things, but at least they've given me an idea what the grade is on the thing, and that's one of the ones that I was missing in my 50.
That's nice.
It's like I say, it's only BG8, but I don't want to spend $1,500 on a bloody coin. Not unless I have the money to do it anyway. But let's get there.
Now you got that coin there, Skip. I would spend $1,500 on a really rare coin that you really need, rather than having two.
That would be a 1948 silver dollar, Canadian silver dollar. That's about the right price. For the 47 Maple Leaf, I don't have 2,000 or more to get one of those. Those are the only two I have left in my silver dollar or Canadian silver dollar collection. Once I have those, it's done.
What about Ran? Has he been collecting anything new lately?
What's how many pounds like in the last 3-4 months? Prices are not really.
So you're a bit like me at the moment in limbo.
In September, I'm going to fair.
All right.
A coin fair, so I think it will be like first purchase after a few months.
When exactly is this fair?
6-7 September.
Sorry, that's a weekend after my birthday. My wife already has plans for that weekend. Because I was thinking about going to Prague for the next coin fair, but that's a weekend after my birthday, so.
So buy for yourself something in the fair. Tell her.
What about anybody else in the chat? Anybody else got anything new they found, or has anything? I know Maya's videos probably found something digging.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to be heading out with Marlon and Bill as soon as we can tee up a date. We're going to go out and do some digging. Let's see what we can come up with.
Jurassic World, Disney, 100 Wonder, and Mario Wonder. All has coins.
This is my new favorite coin.
Reverse
That's nice.
proof looks lovely.
Come on.
I like the
Focus.
mat. I like the mat. The mat with the satin finish on there. I reckon they look nice. Gives it a nice perspective on the silver there.
Yeah, I have the proof
Oh no,
coin
I
as
see
well.
milk
But
spots.
Oh, look at the milk
Yeah.
spots. Hey, you know
Look
what?
at those milk spots.
yeah.
You know, a lot of our Canadian silver comes up with milk spots. It's a shame.
Yeah, so does the Royal Mint. I think they're the worst ones for it.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
That is a very nice one.
Yeah, I've been good, and then my wife came home with these coins. Was a gift from my wife.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really.
I
Not
really have
joking, yeah.
The only gift I get from Zoe is you haven't bought anything, have you?
Mine's gotten so bad I can't get next to the cashier to buy anything because she won't let me handle any change.
Yeah. Tracy is. She's probably got a better collection than you, Skip, without realising it.
Yeah. William's got a good point. I haven't seen any Canadian maple leafs with any milk spots in quite a while. He says it's been fixed since 2018. Shows how long it's been since I've stacked. My God, oh, good grief.
I will be doing a lot more silver. I mean, not like you guys are stacking, but I'm about commemorative silver. Obviously, the last thing I bought was that Peregrine Falcon. So things like that, that because I'm very fussy. Like, I like something that today, like you have 10. Say you go to a coin store. So like you go like with Austria, like Austrian Stacker did in his where he went. And you got all those coins. It's like, wow, something's got to stick out at me and go, yeah, I like that one.
Just coming up with all the
That's
nice
pretty
little.
neat. So I do like that one there because we got all the coins on there. Do you know what I mean? That's probably what I would actually buy.
Yeah,
Because I think the Caribou back in the day was overdone. It was over video, and that kind of put me off a little bit.
Austrian Stacker, is it the Fire Guy capsule?
Yeah, I've put it in this capsule, yeah. And now I have this bag, and I put all the gifts I got from you in this bag. This is from the Czech Mint.
Very nice design.
And I put all the gifts I got from Ran So Far Away. I've put into this bag I got from the Czech Mint.
I got to get you a new sticker, and Austrian Stacker, because my one's faded away now.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, we all do.
It's just a blank square now. I think it was. No, I think.
Yeah, to be honest, this is the reason why I took it off, because it was just a white sticker without anything on it anymore. So.
Oh, it's all white. It's all white.
All white, yeah.
Well, you went to boxing competition not long ago, didn't you?
Pardon?
Dale went to boxing competition.
Yeah. My mate's nephew was fighting for the first time. And my nephew is a former Commonwealth boxing champion, and I asked for some tips from him and everything. So, and he sent us some tips because I used to box years and years ago, and he wanted some tips as well. But I said, well, I handed some down from him to him, and he did. He actually won, so that's pretty cool. I've been to cricket, I've been to snooker, I've been to boxing.
Wow.
So yeah, I've been busy getting back into snooker again because because of my stomach and everything, I'm trying to bend down a lot more, because I've changed my diet, I've changed my eating habits and stuff big time since Christmas. And I've got a lot more energy in me now. And I didn't want to be in the point where we're moving stuff and I was like knackered, and tired and all the time. I just want to move and enjoy myself.
So your cousin practiced in the British pubs how to fight?
Yeah, he did actually. In fact, he got arrested. He'd almost lost his boxing. You can actually check him out. His name is Jamie Cox. If you search Jamie Cox, you see him.
Jamie
Cox. It's my nephew.
Cox, like
COX.
Stone Cox. No,
No, not like that. Like COX.
COX.
Socks, Cox.
We got it.
He went to Australia and won the gold medal. And he won a few other British boxing championships as well.
That one's. Oh, there it is. There it is. I can see it. Is that the mint mark underneath the effigy?
Yep.
20 Kreuzer.
Mm-hmm.
Austrian Stack has been busy. He's making up for us lost time, I think.
Yeah, it's like he disappears, but his coins don't.
I reckon he's a pirate. He goes around all these countries and he's looting.
He could be a pirate. I often wondered about that. I've never heard of a mountain pirate before. I guess a mountain.
I had this discussion.
Sorry, I guess
I had this discussion with Culture of Currency today, because he made a remark that that the Spanish Tupon is more important than a Maria Theresa thaler, because Austria did not touch the sea and we do not have access. And then I wrote him and said, hey, come on, when the Maria Theresa thaler was minted, Trieste was still part of Austria, so we had a seaport.
Yeah.
So don't make jokes about Austrian pirates, eh?
William says porch pirate. That would be me, William. Not the type that runs up and steals people's Amazon stuff. Anyway. Wow. Actually, the detail on that's pretty good.
That is fantastic. What year is that?
It's a bit scratched. 1839.
Wow.
That was a good year. Remember that really well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure you do, Skip. Probably down the old inn there.
You were already retired in 1839, right?
Oh, years retired.
See, Skipper doesn't come with BC, he becomes HAC, before horse and cart.
Oh boy!
Before water started to flow.
His driving license was done on horses wagon.
Before the flood, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. His first command was Royal Canadian ship, the Ark.
Oh, good grief. Well, I'm going to show you what I got this week. This was presented to me.
Oh, wow, look at that. That is amazing.
I got no place to put it. My walls are filled.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And that turned out really nice. I got that.
That's beautiful.
That is amazing.
We sure do go crazy with these things. Doesn't fit in my coin album very well, though. Okay, we're talking a lot about candy here.
Yeah, that's Zoe's fault. She's probably around somewhere.
Yeah. Well, every time Zoe talks candy and Tracy sits there wolfing down all her chocolate, I gain weight by the air around.
As I said, I've always said Zoe's views is calories, not actual views.
Yeah, exactly. Like, give me a break.
She should come with a health warning. Yeah, these videos will make you bigger.
Yeah, and
I don't
Stamos,
know,
I love your whatever it is that icon is that they're from. What is that supposed to be? An eyeball?
No, I just joined with the phone. I don't know how is the sound or the audio.
Oh, the sound's good.
All right.
Ooh, that's a nice one. Gosh, she keeps showing me
Is
they're
it a
really
restrike? Please tell me it's not a restrike. It looks fantastic.
This is fantastic.
Is there any chocolate in that one?
This is the little brother of the Maria Theresa Thaler. This is the Salzburg Thaler.
How many of those were minted?
I have
oh,
no
that's going to
idea.
be hard. Probably quite a few, I should imagine.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
that is going to be a worldwide coin. Yeah.
It's got to be at least 10 of them.
The question is, where was that minted? Because like the Maria Theresa Thaler, like you said, they're minted all over the world. Would that be the similar sort of
minted? This was minted in Bavaria.
Wow.
Where in the world?
Because at that time, Salzburg was part of Bavaria.
Show us the effigy again. Look at the hair on that thing. Like,
what?
That's 1803.
Where is it? Here is it. So I need to take it out of the box again. Wait a second.
Is that actually as old as what it says it is?
Yeah, it should be.
Well, look at the hair on it. Holy mackerel, Andy.
Yeah, but I'm 100% sure that this has never been in circulation.
So where did you find that then? Was that from a coin store?
Yeah, from a coin store in a small town at the end of the world. And to be honest, I think they have no idea what they sold there. I mean, actually, it was an antiques shop or something. Yeah, so they.
Wow.
And between all this nonsense they sold there, I found this coin. What's wrong with my camera again?
I know that's StreamYards for you. Don't really like. Wow. I've missed you guys so badly seeing all this stuff. I see that obviously.
Yeah, Dale, we all missed you.
You got that right.
All right. I'm joining later.
Actually, I went with Ran to the. I went with Ran to the region where the ladies wear this golden bonnet to the traditional cloth they have there.
There's a name with that hat, isn't there?
It's called golden bonnet.
Is it in Reds?
No. Yeah. It's in Wachau in the region, in the wine region where we have been.
Mm.
I think William is talking about the last one you showed. He's asking if it was a restrike.
The Salzburg Thaler.
Yeah, this was a restrike. Yeah. No, not the Salzburg Thaler. The Maria Theresa Thaler was a but it was a proof version, a restrike from the 70s, I think.
The Salzburg Thaler is not a restrike?
No, that's not a restrike.
It might be worth a lot of money. Crazy.
It is. I took the coin to an auction house and asked them for their how do you call it, appraisal?
Opinion.
Yeah.
So I talked to an appraiser and he said no, it's a genuine coin.
Jesus.
Impressive.
Well, that bumps
It's
up the
worth
value.
a few €100. Yeah.
Mhm.
That when it's like, you know, an original, that's it. That's really smashes up the value like crazy.
Wow.
I got a question to ask you guys actually. When you were in your countries, when you find something original or errored or something that's impure, and you don't know, you're not too sure, we have to send our stuff off to the Royal Mint for verification. Do you send yours off to the Austrian Mint, their Austria Royal Canadian Mint, Skip, or do you just get like a grading company to do it and trust their word?
Yeah, grading company. It's not sent to the mint.
No, this is grading companies. I mean, actually, nobody cares about grading companies or grades from grading companies here in Austria. Usually, we go to auction houses, and there are two main auction houses. One is in Vienna, and they have the best experts, and they tell you within 10 minutes. Yeah, they just look at the coin, and because most of them have a master's degree in numismatics, and so they're really good, and you get out there with a piece of paper telling it's this coin, it's this grade, blah blah blah. But they're using
Right.
the
Okay.
Austrian grading system and not NGC or this hobby grading companies.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
because
That sounds a lot simpler than what we do here. Like ours is very, very much akin to the U.S., where we have on the very what's the right word? On the first rung of the ladder, you got evaluators who take a look at your coins, and they give you an evaluation that's not a grade. Then you get someone that can do an assessment. The assessment non-written, they can do that. Written ones, they have, if a person sells the coin and they don't get the money that they say the assessor says, they can come back and actually have the assessor make up the difference. Then you have various tiered grading companies. What we try to do over here is avoid the lower tiers and get just strictly upper tier grading companies. It's up to the individual to get a decent evaluation before they submit the coin in for grading, and then they go into the grading companies, and from there, if it's a really valuable coin, then you go into like heritage auctions or whatever if you want to sell them to get the max amount of it. You don't want a raw coin to go into an auction house. It's got to be graded.
the thing is though, with over here, if I like my coins, when I sold my coins, I will specifically say I'm selling them as circulated coins because they're not in the sets, and I was saying that that's what you're buying, and if you was to get them graded, you get them higher than circulation, then you got a bonus. So I've never gone, oh, this is a MS 62, 63, 5000, whatever people do. Or look under a crappy because obviously looking for a camera, for a microscope, and you really can't see the original coin, no matter how much they show you and say, right, this coin has got an error on it, and you go, oh yeah, it's got a die crack going right straight through it. When you say no, it hasn't, that is just somewhere it's been dinged up against another coin or whatever. But if I was to say I've got an error coin, I've done error coins, you can see their errors, but that is why I don't sell my error coins, because it's only going by my word. And if it, I don't nothing to come back to me and go, oh no, it isn't. That's why I have to. If I was wanting to get them authenticated, I've literally got to send them to the Royal Mint Museum in Wales, Tristan, and then go yes or no. That you send photos, and if it's worth their while, they will say, right, okay, I think it's like £20 or something per coin, and they will literally say, yeah, this is authentic with a COA, and then it comes back in a pouch, whatever, and that way you've got a genuine error coin. Because even though I don't actually specifically look for errors. You know, I don't go out looking for. It's not my thing. But there is some really good quality errors out there, which I find fascinating how they got out of there. That's the thing I like. But when you go to these auctions and every single bloody coin they show is an error coin, you think, you know, who are they using as quality control? You know what I mean? Not every coin is an error, whether it's you know, people forget there's wear and tear, and you've got a coin over 100 years old or 80 years old. Of course, it's going to have some kind of defect to it if it's circulated. Look at those coins, man.
He's got
You're
all
a
these.
very naughty man, Austin Stacker.
From my Hungarian coin collection.
You're a bad man showing those lovely coins, man.
Yeah, during that time when I used to work in Hungary, Budapest, I collected a lot of. They have great coin shops there, so I bought a lot of coins there and started a collection of Hungarian coins. So.
Well, one thing I can say, I'm getting to see coins in rounds I've never seen before.
Yeah, that is what I'm interested in. Is like you can always count on these stackers and that to show you something that is unique. Maybe one-offs, or you might get any like a run of like 1,000 or something, you know, or less than that. But as I said, the Kookaburra, when it first came out, I think it was like 2017 or 2019, 20. And every video you saw was a Kookaburra, and you think, man, if I buy one of them, it's pointless doing a video on it because everybody's done one, you know, and see, even something like a design like that, which is kind of simple to compare to other designs, it's still fantastic.
That is
yeah,
the
but
most
the details are amazing.
I've seen lots of fleur-de-lis, but I've never seen one quite like that before.
It's really nice.
Yeah, I mean, almost all royal families in Europe have the fleur-de-lis on their flag at a certain point in time because they're all related. So
yeah, they're all related. Even that's why the royal standard has the fleur-de-lis on, because it's part of Spain. It's even the spears. If you look at the spears, they got the fleur-de-lis on the spears.
Well, even the Spanish royal family, they're all German origin, or German.
Yeah,
royal.
yeah, German.
yeah, Hanover.
The Hanover in 1837 or something like that, 36, something like that.
This is an old Hungarian coin. Stephanus. It's not saint, it's Stephanus king. Actually, in Hungarian, it's Istvan.
Yes.
But it's Latin. And
Which coin is it?
I like these rounds. I like these rounds. Look, this is.
Yeah, that's nice. That is.
Danube. Yeah.
That is the Danube with all the bridges,
Yeah,
all the bridges of Budapest.
Yeah, I think you've done a video on that one, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Handsome looking coin.
Is that the bridge that was actually designed by a Scottish engineer?
Yep, exactly.
So it's still standing?
Yeah, built the fourth bridge, didn't they? That's nice. That's what I like. Something like that.
That's cool.
It's like a proper story to it. You know what I mean? It's pretty neat.
I don't have to do anything today. I just have to watch all these coins that are coming up.
I think Austrian Stacker's been making up my losses.
Holy mackerel.
Arrival of the Magyar to Central Europe.
There's Vlad the Impaler waiting to stick somebody.
That's why he's called the Impaler.
Look, this is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. You get coins that are too busy, and you get coins that tell a story. And some coins got such a simple design on it. They're just beautiful, you know.
Australian, you know, the
all of
500
these coins. All of these coins I found during business trips in small shops, and really all of these coins I collected during business trips.
you know, it's quite
says-
low vintage.
He says business trip, so he's going looting. I reckon that's what he's doing. Let's see
So
what
this
the
is one
chat
of the
is
good
saying.
things if you have to travel for business. So what else do we have here? Oh, this is also a nice one.
Just look at the chat, William E. It's very, very tough. Yeah, very tough.
Oh, wait, I will take it out.
What's that
Wow.
one?
Has this Tunis?
What?
Has this Chun?
It's what?
Schön, beautiful.
Schön. Okay. Sorry.
Sure enough, it's good looking.
Schön. 3,000 forint. No?
Mhm.
3,000
Don't ask me why
forint.
3,000. I've never seen a 3,000 denomination, but
Inflation.
Yeah.
and also all of this, yeah. All of this is all
Wow.
found in small shops.
Hey, Austrian Stacker, did we ever talk about the guy who went with a load of US $half to the Austrian Mint in that video? Have we ever spoken about that to anybody? And they basically
This guy who wanted
said
to
to him, "What a
sell,
chap."
this guy who wanted to sell these coins in Austria. You mean this guy?
Yeah, he had all those. He goes, "Yeah, I got about about $100 worth of I don't know how much. Yeah, I can't remember."
I remember.
And he
that,
went
but
to
nobody wants to
Austrian
buy it.
Mint. He went to one of the coin stores in Austria, and they basically told him to, do one basically.
Yeah, the problem is that, and sorry, I don't want to offend anyone, but the problem is that there is a completely different understanding of what numismatics means here in Europe and what it means in the US. If you go with a coin that's not even 200 years old, somewhere to a coin shop here in Europe, they don't consider this numismatic. Sorry, this is, I mean, our church is 1,200 years old. Yeah, so this is a completely different thing. Yeah, so if you come with a coin that's 150 years old, they pay you
got no
pay you
chance.
spot for it. Yeah, it's and I had this discussion with several people from several friends from the US, and I think we have a completely different understanding about numismatics in some cases. Yeah, so
which is understandable, but he was. I think what he had in mind is that he was going to get $100 and something worth of silver out of it, proper pure silver. When it's not even worth their time having this. Because obviously you can still spend the coins, and he was actually quite shocked to show that it was to go, wow. Even graded coins, they will smash the whether it's NGC, PCGS, whatever, they will literally smash the cases open to see what it's like, to see if it's actually that value. That's another thing. Oh, look at that, the eagle.
why is the quality of the video so poor on YouTube? Because here on StreamYard it's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a dividing line here in North America, because you've got the regular guys that are into numismatics, then you have the guys into classical numismatics, and that's
which is what I am.
And that's a whole different ballgame. I mean,
my favorite is my favorite about the ancients is trying to do the research, because I think if you once you do the research, you know what you're looking at, it makes you more stronger when you're trying to find something in a much later date. So it's, you know, it's really, really hard because, you know, Rome and, you know, the Romans are everywhere, you know. And so a lot of these soldiers still carried like, you know, old Roman emperor coins everywhere. That's why you find Roman emperors and generals all, oh my God.
It's a Roman relic.
Wait a minute, I recognize this.
I'm not even going to say a word there after that.
A bag of salt or something. They used to get paid in salt.
Oh yeah, they used to pay the legionnaires in salt. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing about Romans, that they always, when they went to a different city and that, they always paid out of respect to the vendors and that.
Yeah.
They paid in war tokens.
Yeah, they traveled.
Pretty much,
They traveled all over Europe, wandering. That's why they call them Roman.
We roamed around. Well, Romulus and Remus, wasn't it?
That went over your head.
No, I did get it. I said that's why, you know, they roamed around.
Skipper, is that true that all those bank tokens from Canada, Ottawa, and all those places, they were because they didn't want to pay in silver to the trader?
You talk about early Canada,
when it used to be not united. Yeah.
Okay, Great Britain did not want to send silver over to North America, and that's common knowledge. That's why during the days when we used privateers and whatnot, they got as much Spanish silver as they could. You saw a lot of Spanish silver here through the States, but as far into the 13 colonies, tons of Spanish stuff. But as far as getting British stuff, no. The other thing too is that, and I'm sure Dale will concur with this one. It took a long time. It took a long time for people to start respecting British currency. Thanks. Old Henry
VIII. He watered down the. Actually, it took 40 years to gain. What's the word I'm looking for? Trust.
Trust.
Trust with the traders.
Yeah, the merchants.
The merchants. Yeah, because I think it was Elizabeth I who reinstated.
She did. She tried to clean up the mess.
Her father's mess, basically, and actually Queen Mary could have sorted it out, but she didn't because she was too busy killing witches. And it took Elizabeth to come in to sort it all out properly. I mean, it took a long time for trust from the merchants because they wouldn't even trust any gold standard.
And
you might as well.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, but it seems like Britain, for example, from all the Commonwealth and colonies, the money was the least valuable because if you look at the 20s and higher, like and newer, sorry, the pound was 50% silver and everything else was and you know.
When Henry VII made the sovereign, he overdone the gold. The weight of the gold was over, so people were mounting it down. If I remember right, I can't remember.
That's true.
So he made the half sovereigns or something. And he couldn't get not in person. The mint couldn't get the right amount of weight to the right amount of gold, and it was always over. So that's why they're quite rare because the merchants knew they were getting more gold, and they were quite happy to have them, and they were mounting them down for their own to make another gold. Yeah. And another thing about Spanish gold, when Spain invaded the Incas, they were after the gold, and that's where a lot of their gold come from as well. Because I think it was like seven Americas was inundated gold all over the place, and they massacred the Incas.
The the Spanish also set up mints in South America, and a lot of the silver and gold were actually minted right there. So
it's just easier to do rather than keep sending like Britain did to Canada. It was a case of they didn't want to send silver out to Canada, so it was a case of this is what you get in, or so it was just easier to have mints. I think they used to send the dyes over to Canada, going back to that story, so they mint their own, if I remember rightly. And there was only so many stripes they can make out of the dyes. But when Henry VIII come in, he destroyed the gold standard of the United Kingdom because it was so watered down, so to speak. It was almost rusty. And so it was the trust of the merchants just went away. And I think it was probably more like the Spanish gold went up. It was more trustworthy. French gold was more trustworthy. Even China, I would say, because obviously the Silk Roads were more trustworthy. But it took 40 years to get a decent sovereign. And she made it. I told you, the Queen Elizabeth I sovereign is really, really nice. The details on her are crazy. But it took a lot of trust to get the standard back.
Dale, do you have something like I don't know, like we have here in Vienna, the Habsburg coin collection or something? Do you have a museum in the UK where you can have a look at all of these historic coins?
Yeah, you can. There's two places you can go.
What museum is this?
You can go to the Numismatic Museum. I think it's in London. You can go. I think you can actually go to the Bank of England and have a look. You can actually go. You can actually request a visit to the Royal Mint Museum. Yeah, the Royal Mint Museum. And you can quest to look at these. They're actually in display. They actually go and see it. It's a massive coin, the sovereign, Henry VII. And you can actually buy into it as well. You can actually, because it grows up, you can actually get shares into it. And the Royal Mint do auctions. So, and it's not their own auctions, it's personal. Like if I wanted to sell some stuff for the Royal Mint, you can send it there and they will sell it for you. So it's not just the mint area. You can go around the works, you go around the factory, you go. It's a whole history. It's if you ever want to go, I would recommend it. It's a really, really nice place to go. I don't know if Royal Canadian Mint has a similar option, or the Austrian Mint has a similar option.
They do. We have two mints. We have the
you've got
one in Winnipeg. Ottawa's for collectors, but they do have a shop inside. And they do guided tours, so you can see the entire minting process, which is very cool.
It is a fantastic experience. If you guys ever come over and say you want to meet up, we can make I can book a hotel down in Wales, in Lantriston, because I know where exactly. I used to work opposite it when I used to do data engineering, so I know exactly where it is in Rhondda Valley. And if you ever want to go and you want to come over, I'm quite happy to meet up with you and take you down. It's a fantastic experience. It really, really is.
Lucky, I know
you
Tracy.
Mean the Royal Mint in Wales?
Yeah, Wales. It's Lantriston, Wales.
Yeah. No, I would definitely love to do this. And to be honest, in the past I traveled to London almost every month here for business, but now I haven't been to London for I think 3-4 years now, because now I have to travel to other countries. But I would definitely have to come next year latest. I have to come again to London.
Yeah, I definitely have to. I mean, I'd love to come to Austria, to be honest.
February, March.
Do so.
When I get sorted, I'm going to get my passport. And I said, I'm going to go out and meet these guys. And so he said, that's not a problem. So, because, life's too short not to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely.
And, especially when we're all into the same sort of like boat, so to speak. So there's no, it's just, it's going to be fantastic because I don't know if you've got a mint experience in Austria or where Ran is. I don't know if they've got a mint experience, but it'd be nice to actually see a different country, how they process their coins and their history?
No. Austrian Mint doesn't do guided tours, but we have the Habsburg coin collection in Vienna. But if you want to see that, you should not come in the summer when it has 40 degrees, like the time when Ren decided to visit me. So you should come in autumn or in spring.
I changed my skin color.
Yeah, no, I would.
You got a bit burnt, did you, Ran?
To deep red.
Lobster.
No, I would do the same. I would do the same with you, like I did with Ran. I would take you around a bit, and I would show you some nice parts of my country.
And
that'd be an honor. It really would.
You must try the Stiegel.
I'll tell you where I wouldn't mind going actually to see you is when you. Do you know your? I think it was your grandfather when he was at the docks. I think it was on one of your videos. You showed me some pictures.
This old shipyard where my grandfather used to work.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. To see that sort of stuff.
Yeah, this is in my hometown. Yeah, this would be great to show you
as well. I mean, I want to go to see Skipper, and he can drive me to Niagara Falls.
Oh yeah.
9 days later.
Are you close to the Niagara Falls, Skipper?
37 hours away.
Pardon?
37 hours driving away.
Yeah, this is what I'm asking because I thought you're far away from there. Okay, good.
Yeah. There's a story behind it. Is no one? I don't think his family. Well, I think it's Tracy's family. Don't realise how big Canada actually is, especially Edmonton or Alberta. They don't realise how big that is. It makes England, well, the old Great Britain, look tiny.
Yeah, it's just in Canada. I think it would be better to have a plane instead of cars.
I don't know. No, I like to go. If I was to go to Canada, I just want to go where what Skipper likes to go and see. That's probably be easier.
But I think it's always better if you let the locals, if you ask the locals to arrange a tour, because usually then you see things you don't see as a tourist.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the problem.
Because
I think.
If I would ask Skipper to arrange a tour for me in Canada, then I would ask for all the tourist stuff because it's the only thing I know. So I would say, take me to some nice places.
Well, I can give you a little treat here if you want.
There's actually a lake where Skipper is, and it's actually blue, but I think it's made of methane. It stinks a little bit.
Oh, would you stop? Well, let me show you a little bit about the Royal Canadian Mint, if you'll allow.
Okay. Hello. So is back in town
with chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
20 euros. 20
you got any
euros.
chocolates, babe? Going about your channel. It's like they're gaining weight by looking at your channel.
Welcome to
because nobody has more views than Zoe. None of us.
Some secrets so classified that if you stumble upon them, the personal consequences could be dire. So dire, in fact, you find yourself on the other end of a stern talking to by an assistant deputy minister.
Look at that.
And so with great personal risk, I find myself here, standing outside the Royal Canadian Mint. Inside these well-fortified walls lie untold secrets and over $500 million in pure gold. Michelle, is it?
That's right, Michelle Lesage.
Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you. Now, there's a lot of security here. There's a lot of, big cops around. And what do we have to do here before we go through security?
Well, actually, before we go into security, we're going to have a work suit here for you to go inside.
No, I'd rather just wear what I'm wearing.
Unfortunately, we can't do that.
And why is that?
It's because we have to be metal free when we go into the high security areas.
Oh, I see. So I'll be wearing... This will be good because I'll look like an employee. That's right. I'm
That's,
authorized. This is Rod Beaupre. Hello, Rod. How are you?
How are you? Good.
What's your job here, sir?
I am authorized as the director of the refinery.
You are, and you're authorized to go in the vault.
Even better, I can take you in with me.
Take me in the vault, sir. This is our Fort Knox.
That's Austrian Stacker's stash.
No, there's much.
Yeah.
There's a lock on the door, multiple combinations.
Boy, you wouldn't want to have to force your way through that. Oh my, look at that. On this wall, I don't know if we can see it. We've got, well, it's like an IKEA shelving unit here with what looks like fake gold bars, but how much gold? How much gold is it?
In round numbers, there's 600,000 ounces here this morning, which also in round numbers is $600 million.
I'm in a room with $600 million.
Yep.
Look over there.
My advice to you is look over there. See the large man with a weapon?
How are you?
That's what keeps me on the straight and narrow.
Right, of course. Whoa! How much does that weigh?
Okay, that is 420 troy ounces. So today,
Yeah.
that's on the order of $420,000.
This is $420,000?
That's right, yeah. And I think there's one for each. Is that right? One for each visitor?
That's like, this is like how much General Motors loses like every week. Now, who owns this gold? Is this the government of Canada's gold?
No, not
It's
at all.
just sitting here?
No, it's owned by mutual funds or wealthy individuals. You know, people from the have provinces store their wealth here.
This is Danny Williams' gold.
It could be.
Okay, so
Skipper.
what do we have here?
What we have here is gold cathode. It's 99.99% pure.
This is the pure gold.
It
here.
is. It's as pure as it gets.
So how much gold is here?
There's 9,200 ounces in here, so round numbers, $9.2 million.
9.2 million?
Yep.
How much do you think that is worth?
Okay, say
Nowadays,
half an
15
ounce,
million.
that's $100. Oh, see me. Oh, no.
So you're actually saying I'm like a gold splashed on.
That's what we're trying to avoid by protecting you with these aluminized. Oh, quit that.
Are you melting gold? Yeah. And that's a liquid gold bar.
Yeah, that's right.
Whoa.
Oh dear.
Did they just spill? They just spilled like $500,000 worth of gold.
No, actually, no, please, no. Oh, shoot.
Did that just all go on the floor?
No, it's not melted yet, so no big deal.
Oh, I see. That was exciting, eh? When the gold spilled?
That's one word for
You
it.
got very nervous. This fall a heat freak, didn't you? It was one of those, oh, look. Hi, how are you? More gold. There's gold everywhere. What's that worth?
Oh, that's $200,000.
200. Put that back. You don't want that. What's this for?
That's partially purified gold.
And they had like holes.
That's right. Later on in the process, we're going to hang this in a bath of acid and we're going to purify it some more.
I'll skip this Royal Canadian Mint on there.
Okay, so what's happening here now?
All right, we're about to pour some bars.
Look at that.
Now you can give a little bit more.
Imagine if you wrote your name in the snow like this. That's what it reminds me of. Whoa, look how pretty my gold bar is. Oh, look, the gold all over the floor.
That's not gold.
There's gold all over the
no
floor.
gold on the floor.
Looks like gold. I don't spill.
A face as honest as yours never.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What? Right. Not my pants. They issued me these pants. Okay, so we've left the refinery behind. We're now in a new room.
He's in gold on pants.
Rolling room.
The rolling room. This is where we take the gold
The gold bar that he poured on the other side.
and we roll it flat.
That's right.
And it looks like this.
This is why
And then we're
employees
gonna
usually are
set
not allowed
coins
to
out
wear
of it.
any
That's right.
clothes
It's almost
with
like a cookie
bags
cutter where they're going to cut out the blanks
or
from the
pockets.
strip. $1,000 each.
$1,000 each.
Well, not anymore.
All gone back. Every one of them.
Well, what happens is all the blanks that are coming from the other side in the rolling room, they have to be washed for striking.
Oh, so it is like a coin laundry.
That's right.
Right. This is where we wash the money.
That's right.
Right. And so what do we have here?
Whoa, Rick,
Yeah.
Rick, you
What?
can't do that. Not to reject.
Why?
Money
Because You
laundering.
stuck your fingerprints on it.
So it's a
Yeah,
reject.
when you're doing
Well, it's a
right.
reject
No
now.
good now.
Well,
It's no
okay.
good. Can't be used. Look at that. Toonie bits. It's like Timbits, but Toonie bits. Look, I mean, you know what? I always knew the Toonie came apart like this, but seeing it, it's quite emotional. So this is a blank gold coin.
Yes.
Is there a slot it goes in?
Yes.
Then this sucker goes in the center?
No, not anymore.
Why?
Eject.
Why?
You press it with your fingers
Oh.
Now you left a fingerprint on it.
Oh, we don't want that. 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
It's not the Queen of England. It's my head on a coin. I feel like a dictator. I know what my family's getting for Christmas this year. And so ends a day spent at the Canadian Mint, an institution whose floor plan is now permanently etched in my steel-trapped mind. And while I may have left without so much as a smidgen of gold dust, never let it be said that I left empty-handed.
That was funny.
Okay, that was
I like when he had the bars down. He walked. The cops actually done really well, actually, for a bit of skit there. The cops are really cool there.
That was so
If that was the British cops, you'd have been shot.
entertainment or what?
Yeah. So I mean, I like to go around and have a look at all these, different mints itself. But the one that is shame, really, the one that closed. Obviously, the Tower Mint closed in 1960. I think it's 69. Yeah, 1969. I think it shut. It might have been earlier than that. I can't remember.
Right.
And obviously, it moved to Wales. It's been there ever since. But it's just amazing place. It's worth. I mean, I don't know how much it is to get in these days, but either way, you're into coins, you're into gold, into stacking, whatever. If you're part of that community, then it's worth going. Like I am, So because that's where your hobby is. It starts from.
I would
That's
have
where your
loved to see
story
the
started.
Popjoy Mint.
The Popjoy Mint, though, is just a company that bought stuff from the mints. It wasn't an actual minting process, was it? I think it's just like a private. I think it's just a private company. A bit like it's another one called Coin. What's that? Coin Club, isn't it? Coin.
Yeah, I've heard of the Coin Club. I'm not really.
They're not. They do so much coins, but they get them processed from another thing, and then they do their own artwork.
Yeah.
And then
I gotta answer this, Dale. Those clubs.
Yeah, I don't think it was because the Royal Mint is obviously because it's owned by the Treasury, so their coins are not actual. You couldn't go and spend them.
No.
You can't. So
Bradford Exchange does the same thing, Dale.
Yeah, Bradford Exchange, Windsor. Yeah, same as Windsor Mint and all that. These are just private companies. Yeah. I mean, I suppose if you wrote to them and said like you're a coin collector, because a lot of companies do private tours without realizing it. So if you was actually to write to these companies and say that I'm a coin collector, here's my name, here's my details. Could I come and visit your company? Because and show them a YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure they'll say, yeah, on this given day, we'll invite you down.
Actually, I tried this, Dale. I tried this with several mints, and I sent them links to my channel, and I said, look, I'm a small YouTuber, and I would love to get a guided tour and to film. And I got from all of the mints I've asked, including Austrian Mint, I got the reply, no, sorry, for security reasons, we are not allowed to take any. To allow any filming in or recording in our premises.
Yeah, there's no filming inside the Royal Mint either.
And
there's no film.
The thing is, I talked to a guy who is in the security business, and actually who is an expert in AI
Can't-
supported camera and sensor systems and so on. This is crazy. Yeah? So
Yeah.
they all work with cameras, and these cameras are connected to AI computers and computer systems, and these systems know exactly how many blankets a person is carrying around from here to there, and you just need to press a button and it's telling you, on this table there are 75 blankets, on this table there are 22 blankets, this person holds 5 blankets in her hand, because the AI is checking everything, and it's realizing that a thing a person is holding in her hand is a blanket or a finished coin or whatever. Yeah, so this is absolutely crazy what's going on there.
Yeah, I think if you wouldn't have said the filming, I think they would have probably got away with it, because obviously it's a private company. Because there's a guy that goes around all the businesses, and he films businesses, and people get annoyed with him because he just turns up, he sends a drone over and all that sort of stuff. But they said to him, if you write to us, but you're not allowed to film on the premises, because obviously employees not allowed, because obviously it's like even food, you have secret recipes, and stuff like that. And they said, you're not allowed to film, but we're more than welcome to show the process of how things are made. And just send us an email, and we'll be happy to send you on. Most companies, he's done thousands of companies, hasn't he? From Silverstone Racing Track all the way up to Cadbury's to other places. He's kind of annoying at the same time, but sometimes he isn't. He's just showing his right that photographers allowed to film anywhere in public. The security guards get cheesed off with him and stuff like that. But a lot of the companies are historic, like John Smith's and Guinness and places like that, and people are filming it. But if you wrote an email to them and said, look, I'll do this, but I don't want to film your company. I want to keep everything private, but I was still on a tour. I'm pretty sure they will go, yes. They're probably a bit more liberal over here than most places, but as I said, employers not allowed to film, and obviously with health and safety and stuff like that, as you know about, they will, as long as you're wearing your safety boots, your high vis jacket, hard hat if necessary, and you stick with, say, someone respectable or and you don't get out a secret camera in your film processes, because there is competition at the end of the day. They are more likely to send you around. I think it's probably the filming part is the issue, because even at British Steel, if you like, about British Steel, obviously, you can actually apply for a tour. Even my company, you can actually say. You can have, it's not a very big company, but you can actually have a walk around the process to how a scanner is made, because people are interested in that sort of stuff. You get people interested in buses, interested in trains, you get people interested in gadgets, and they're quite happy to have a tour. And it's sort of, lots of people come around, but weren't allowed to film. But with coins and banknotes.
What one of the mints actually told me is that they said a lot of mints, they have very unique production tools and methods and so on, and they said the only advantage, because they're competing worldwide, and the collector community is buying stuff from all over the world, so.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of them, they have an advantage because they have special production processes like Austrian Mint. Austrian Mint is frequently inventing new production processes, and they want to keep them secret. Especially now, they're working a lot with the shape of the coins and so on. So they want to keep this advantage as long as possible. And if somebody runs around and films how the molds look like, how they are producing this, and this is the reason why they don't allow you to film there.
Exactly. That's everything's got a secret to it. The process. We had like secret processes on how to actually magnets go in. With the competitors use a machine. There was a guy how to do it by hand, and using that guy's knowledge was better than building a multi-million-dollar machine.
Guys, I'm jumping in here for just a second. I got to pick up Tracy. I'm going to be a couple minutes, so I'm leaving it up, and I'll be right back.
Okie dokie,
yeah, we hijack your live streams, no problem.
Yeah, we always do it.
I trust.
But yeah, I mean, everything's got its own secret processes, whether it's engineering or, every company has. And that's the thing is the filming, because, it only takes one leak to get out to a competitor, and that's it.
Right.
And you can understand that, you can understand if you're a business owner, you can understand that. But I think, if you go around there, if you send an email, you did, because that's what I would do. I would literally say that I'm here to have a look.
Yeah, they were
I can either
very
do it.
polite, but they said very politely. They said no.
All right. But you never know. You might got an email to another person who would have gone, not a problem. It's a case of potluck. But with coins and banknotes and gold and silver, it's going to be a touchy subject, isn't it? Because you're not vetted. You're not. You can. You're as genuine as they come. But to that type of industry, nobody knows me or you or Ran and Skipper from Adam. And it is unfortunate, but luckily that you can get the Royal Mint experience. You got the Hansburg one, as you said, and Skipper's got the Ottawa or Winnipeg, can't remember what it was. I believe does the Burning Mint have one? I'm pretty sure the Burning Mint has a mint experience. Or is that Hamburg? Hamburg. I think it's Hamburg, actually. I think that's the main one now, isn't it? I think the Royal Australian Mint has an experience day. But
I think
the one in
the Perth Mint as well. They have a visitor center.
Yeah, but the Niue one in New Zealand, the islands off New Zealand, is a closed company, so you would never probably get one there because that's just bullion. Maybe the one in Auckland may be another experience because it's part of the Commonwealth, so maybe. And don't forget, a lot of the coins are still minted here in the United Kingdom. So if you want, it won't be one in Isle of Wight, there won't be one in Jersey or Guernsey, Falklands, or because obviously it's all made by the Royal Mint here.
I thought all the Channel Island mints and Falklands and so on was minted by Popjoy Mint.
No. They're all minted by the Royal Mint. This is what I'm saying. The Royal Mint will mint them, and they'll probably sell them off to companies when it's commemorative. So this is what I was saying with the mints itself. The Royal Mint will sell so many, another company will sell so many, and the Popjoy Mint will sell so many. So you can't really put, because it's commemorative. They're not actual numismatic value. You couldn't, you're not going to spend any £40-50 on a coin and go to Gibraltar and go, I want to buy a soda for $2 or £2. Sorry, and then waste, £48 on a commemorative coin, because they're going to say, no, these are not actual commemorative coins. These are commemorative coins, are not actual. They're for souvenirs, basically. Popjoy Mint is just a company that buys coins from the Royal Mint, but they're all minted at the Royal Mint. It's like Windsor Mint. They got probably another factory that prints their own stuff off, then sells it for artwork. Like Skipper fell into it with when he first started out, he bought a load of I think it was a load of crowns or something, and he realized that they had no numismatic value, which is like an error in when you're collecting, because you're spending actually I've got a set here actually somewhere, which I want to show. These ones here is from the London Mint office, I believe. I think they're from the, I can't remember, but these are worthless, but I do like the collection. This is the white fiver, and these were about £5 each, but I got the whole set. But I just like the old banknotes on them. That's why I bought them. But these have actual no numismatic value. I couldn't sell these at all. As I said, I buy.
It's not always about the numismatic value. I mean, you
No,
know,
it's not.
I'm collecting a lot of £5 coins and £5
Yeah.
coins, and just because I like them, yeah, and I mean, I don't buy the most expensive ones, but if there is a nice commemorative coin, I usually buy it, yeah, and I don't care about the numismatic value. So I think it's not always about the numismatic value.
Yeah, so these particular tokens here, they're actual crowns, but because they're not made by the Royal Mint, they're made by another factory somewhere, and then commissioned by the London Mint Office. They don't have any value whatsoever. I just bought the artwork. That's all I paid for them. The £5 coins you bought do have a value of £5. If you was to go into court, and this is where people get mixed up between legal tender and spending power. If you take that £5 to a store, it's down to the store to say, and you bought £5 worth of goods. It's down to the store owner to go, yes, I will take that coin, or no. And you can't force them. You can't go, there's your coin, I'm walking off now, because that's technically theft, because he hasn't accepted the payment. But if you went to court and you wanted to pay him £5 coins, your debt, that is where legal tender comes into it, because you're paying the debt through legal tender. And if the person accepts the debt, you can pay the court the £5, because the court then pays the person or the debt, the debtor. That's where legal tender comes in. That's why I had that guy up that week who was going out. He was buying these £100 silver coins, going to a garage, filling up with fuel, throwing the £100 coin on the table, and then driving off, basically. And these people have no idea about these £100 coins. They're not collectors. They're not experts. They work in a garage behind the till, and they see this stuff every single day. They get a lot of crap, but the tills are only insured for, say, £40 to £60 in the till. So once £100 goes in the till, they're not insured anymore because of theft and whatever, the obvious reasons. And that's what they were doing. They wanted they were filling £20 worth of fuel up, and then getting £80 back. And it was a massive court case, which you actually did win, because it does say legal tender. But on the website and on the packaging, it does say these are for coins. These are only for these coins are only souvenir coins or collector's editions. But because it's got the £2 or £100 or a £50 coin, it's still down to the business owner to say yes or no.
You know what the reason is why I buy these £5 coins? Open and honest, yeah, I cannot always afford to buy all the silver coins I would love to have. And what I really like with the Royal Mint is that they usually have these cupro nickel coins that look exactly like the silver coins. And this is the reason why I sometimes buy them if I don't have enough money left to buy all the nice silver coins. And this is what I really like. I mean, I can show you some of the coins, and I buy them instead of the silver coins.
I haven't got my full collection here. It's away. So I went up to Kidderminster and bought and just grabbed the first box I picked up.
This one.
And I've got American and Canadian stuff in it. So, but yeah, what is that? Do you know which country that one belongs? Which territory that belongs, or is that England or United Kingdom? England, right? Okay, so you could technically take that out. Yeah. Go to a store, buy £5 worth of goods, and it's down to the business owner to either accept it or not to accept it.
Yeah. No, I know, I'm aware about that, Dale. But I
Yeah.
just wanted to mention
Okay.
the reason why I'm buying these coins is because I mean, all of these coins are also available as proof silver coins for hundreds of
Yeah, yeah.
pounds and so on. And I love these coins. Yeah, I love British coins, but I cannot afford to buy.
I know you do.
I cannot afford to buy all the proof coins and all the silver coins that I
Well,
like
of
from
course.
the Royal Mint. So this is the reason why I like to buy these £5 coins, because usually here I pay like 7, 8, 9 euros for such a coin. If
Exactly.
you buy it in the blister, it's maybe 12 euros, and that's okay for a beautiful coin. Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
have always 60 euros, 70 euros, 80 euros for each and every coin, because the Royal Mint is issuing hundreds of coins a year. Yeah.
I'll tell you my favourite coin I ever had. It was my very first £5 coin, and somehow I lost it. And it's the 2005 Horatio Nelson coin. If you ever find one, buy it. You won't probably get it in a packet anymore, because it was £5 for £5 back in the day. They're Gibraltar, I believe, but they look amazing. It's just got a picture of Horatio Nelson on there, and that is one of them. I obviously they are a little bit expensive, but I will get one back to go into my collection. But I do have quite a few £5 coins myself. But being English, I can get them anytime. They're more available here than they are anywhere else, I guess. But yeah, they are. I don't understand why we don't use the £5 coin more than the £5 note, because people use the £5 note probably would be more, but I miss the old type of £5 notes. I don't really like the new type £5 notes. The plastic, not really in the fun of plastic money. But I wish that we could use the £5 coins as proper money. Never understood why it even took the halfpenny away. I enjoyed the halfpenny. Yeah, I got a collection to show you, Austrian Stacker. You obviously would know about these. And this is one of the first sets that Zoe bought me, wasn't it?
Deutschen Reich.
Yeah.
Deutsches
Zoe bought me this. Zoe bought me this for Christmas a long time ago, and so I grabbed it because obviously I never had nothing to film, because we thought we was going to go within like a month or so, and it's been like 6 months. So we went to the Kindle Mints, and I just grabbed a box of. Well, I didn't even know what was in there until I opened it up, to be fair, and it's got all sorts in it. And the other set was these.
Jamaica.
Yeah. See, these are made by the Royal Mint. Something old, something new. Something even newer. But yeah, if I find, I don't know what £5 coins you have, Austrian Stacker, and if I see any.
Yeah, I also have this one, the one you've just shown. No, I have a lot of, yeah, because but I like to buy the Cupro nickel coins because they are cheap, and as said, yeah, I cannot always afford to buy all the silver coins, so I really like to buy the Cupro nickel coins.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong buying, the Cupro nickel coins, because they will go up in value. I don't mean silver strength or gold strength, but the collectability, and you can trade them off as well if you want to do a swap. There's always that aspect,
Yeah, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people buying them simply because they love the coin designs. Yeah, and they're in the same situation like me. Yeah, they cannot buy all the silver coins. So.
No, I mean it's a good £5 coins. If you're like an intermediate collector, you don't know where to go. I think £5 coins is a good start. To be honest, it's not expensive. Some are. Don't get me wrong. There's always going to be something that's going to be rare. That's the point of making the Royal Mint many. But there is a very high collectability of it. And another thing that's another one is like the silver 20 pences or the pound coins or something. Now they go around for about £25 a pop. Because I sold one to Alex a while ago, I think it was 1994 £1 coin. I had quite a lot of them, and so I sold them all anyway. And Alex, because it's got nitrogen inside the capsule to keep it, nice and it don't degrade, he opened up the capsule and took his hands out and showed the coin like that.
Why?
And I said, Alex, you just devalued that now. He devalued that coin in like 10 seconds.
Mr. Smith?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I had it in my collection since '94. So, what's that, 30 years ago? And
I'm sorry, Austrian, but do you have the mag next to you, by the way?
Do I have what?
Pilsen.
What
and you got this similar collection.
Pilsen mug. This is the occupied Japanese territory, no?
Here's Austrian Stacker's favourite one. His crown there.
Yeah, that's a high value collect item. I know that I paid too much for it. Just because you showed the coins from the Third Reich before. I just wanted to show you. I bought tons of these coins because for a long time this was the cheapest silver you can get here, because nobody wanted to have them because of the swastikas on it, and I bought a lot of these 2 Reichsmark and 5 Reichsmark coins, because for a very long time this was really the cheapest silver you can get.
Yeah, because it was basically neglected.
Actually, for a long time, yeah, this sold it for spot minus, yeah, -5, -10%, and because actually nobody wanted to have them here.
Yeah, but the thing is though, I know it's a dark history in the whole of one of the darkest histories in the whole of whatever is atrocities or whatever. But the fact is, it's still historic, and I personally, I think it's the sort of thing that's people's now forgetting, and it's important to have these things. I think and that's why I know Zoe bought this one of the sets that Zoe bought me, and I actually like them. I reckon they're actually quite a nice set.
Yeah, it's a piece of history, and I mean, I made some of these videos. I call it country, the history of a country told by coin. I made this with Austria, with Hungary, with some other countries, in short videos, where I showed actually all the coins over, I don't know, like 200 years I had from this country. And it's very interesting to see. Yeah? So it was a kingdom, it was part of the Habsburg monarchy, then it was a communist People's Republic, and then it got independent and it returned again into a republic, and so on. And the same with Austria, for example. I made a video where I showed their coins from the Holy Roman Empire, then from the Habsburg era, then from the time of from the First Republic, then from Austrofascism, then from the Third Reich, then from the Second Republic, and so on. Yeah? So I think this is very important, because this tells a lot about the history of the country.
Exactly, because people don't realize that the Austrian-Hungarian Empire was quite big, and it lasted for a very long time. And when do you know when I was asking you about the flags on some of the Austrian coins and the German coins, I'm surprised how many flags there were.
Yeah, sure.
There was lots of flags. I mean, going, I think it went right back to a green flag, if I remember rightly. I was so confused.
Crazy,
I was thinking, I need help here.
You had
The only
Holy
person I know
Roman
who can help me
Empire.
is you.
You had the Austro-Hungarian monarchy. You had so many different flags and yeah.
I was like, do I use the, you know, because you had obviously, it was black, white, red. It was black and yellow. It was black and yellow with crest. It was like, what do I use? You know, how do I?
No,
I
it's
know.
not black and yellow. It's black. It's black and gold. It's not black and
Black
yellow.
and gold, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know why, because obviously the colours of the uniform. Yeah, it was such a confusing time when I was going through the flags, thinking, well, that's that one. Do I use that one because that corresponds to that date? But I don't really know if that's actually Stradi's use. I don't want to be wrong. So I thought, I know, I've got to go to the expert, and that's Austrian Stacker. He's going to tell me straight. And that's another thing I like about the coin community as well, is like if you get stuck on something, I'm quite happy to ask. And as I say, nobody's an expert on everything. But when you need help, you know, you've been there hundreds of times for me, you know, and so has a lot of people. But it's just something so simple. Which flag goes with these coins? Because when you go on something like Numista, it's just one flag. You know, you go back, say, 200 years, 300 years, 400 years, they still use, you know, the white and red Austrian flag, which is incorrect. And that's the problem, because they don't realise there's a whole bunch of different. I think you've got. It's not just the nation; it's also the provinces as well, which is also confusing. Yeah, it was like, wow. When I was looking for the Zealand coin, you know, it's part of Holland, and Holland is obviously a different part of Netherlands.
The Netherlands, right?
And I never even heard of Zealand before until I found that coin. What's that other one? I had a coin. I got a coin, and I think they only used it for 1 year. I can't remember which coin it is now, but it's. I think it's either a German coin or an Austrian coin. It's at the end of the war. They used it for 1 year until the country had their own mint. It was now too useful. It's like the you know, Aldorf stamps, because there was no mailing service. They still had to use his stamps just to get mail through, and that's why they're so vastly used and still around, because even though they were torn to shreds, people wouldn't use them, and that there was no stamp to go on an envelope, because obviously the countries were still in dire straits. Europe was in pieces, so they still had to use his face in the stamps after a year after the war.
I would like to go back to the one thing you said before about the community. This is something that's really great. That's one of the good parts of being a member of a community, that you always have people who are experts in different things. And so, I mean, after a certain time, you know exactly. I don't know, if I have a question about this coin, I ask Dale. If I have a question about that coin, I ask whoever. Yeah, so you know who is an expert for this and that. What's always so funny. This is what you have after literally every single live stream is some of the how to call it, pseudo experts who always know. I remember. I just want to tell this story. One time in a live stream, I talked about the tail feathers of the eagle on the Maria Theresa thaler, and how you can spot a fake because there are some very small details. And I talk about how you can easily spot fakes, and then I put it on a scale. And afterwards, I posted this on Instagram. This was hilarious. This guy told me, haha, you're an idiot. You're talking like you would know anything about coins. I thought you know something, blah, 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 but you're an idiot and so on. I said, what the hell are you talking about? And then he posted, or he sent me a screenshot from my scale, and it said, 0.8, blah, 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 troy ounces. And I said, yes, and actually it's a completely different weight because it has this and that ounces. And then I replied to him, do you know the difference between troy ounces and ounces?
Yeah, exactly. They didn't realize.
This is something you also have to deal with. Yeah. So you have the people who are real experts, and you have the people who just always need. It's the same like these people. Whenever you show a coin, oh, this is a restrike.
With the 25%.
You always it's also, you always have these people immediately when you show a coin, oh, this is a restrike. So how do you come to this conclusion? I don't know, but the condition is too good. Fuck.
Do you know what? It really, really bugs me because it's like in my video. When I obviously I don't talk in my videos, like I will be back when I come back, like properly. I will do more on the video, and I say, well, this is not the best condition coin, but at least it shows you what you should look like on a coin, blah, blah, blah. And they were saying, oh, I got better condition coins than that. Why are you showing such a really bad looking coin? And I said, well, show us your coin. This is when I was on change finders. They'll show me their coin. It looks like something that's been rolled up, mangled. I've seen receipts better than that. And I think, how are you saying that my coin, almost like uncirculated, is in worse condition than yours when I can't even read anything of your coin? I don't even know what type of coin you got. Or they're pumping out. There's a channel, WB Coins, I think his name is, and he's talking. It's like an AI voice, and he's talking about a 1983, a 1985, and a 1996 20 pence coin. Three of the top most valuable 20 pences worth millions. Well, I've got tons of 20 pences in a jar over there. So you're now talking to a billionaire. Sorry guys, I'm going to take over Trump, and I'm going to buy the Trump Tower and Elon Musk SpaceX tomorrow, okay, with all my 20 pences. And the coins he was showing were so damaged, even a fly landed on his coins and flew off, and I ain't landed on this crap, and flew off. But he's getting tons of thousands of views because he's put and all his messages is, I've got the same coin. How much is it worth? Where can I sell the coin? How much will I get for this coin? And I think to myself, if you've all got the same coin, how is this guy? Why are you using the word rare or scarce or hard to find or whatever? Why are you giving out? Because the information is correct. The coin information is correct, but he's going, oh, these coins are worth 70 million. But what he's forgetting, the only coin you can't get in circulation in a 20 pence coin is the 1986 coin. You can only get them in proof sets or uncirculated sets. So there's no circulated coin in the 1986. There's also the 2008 undated coin, because when they made the coin, the Royal Mint forgot to print the date on them. They got the wrong obverse on the right reverse, and they've admitted the mistake. And I've got one, and I found one actually in my 20p error coins by mistake, because Dean found one in a coin hunt, and I was there in his live stream, and I was going, I'm going to go through my errors, not gone through them for ages, and I actually found one. And there's only 250,000 made of them, and the Royal Mint has actually put them down at £50 each. If you find one, they're worth no more than £50 each. And the reason say, oh, how do you know it's a 2008 coin? Because it was in the Royal Mint press release that there was coins been released. Because when they do a SA business strike for American reasons or a circulated strike, they only make 250,000 coins before they change the die over, and that's how it was spotted. But they've already been left to factories and gone bagged up to the post offices or wherever they've gone to, and they were out in the public, so they know there was 250,000 of them. So yeah, it is. And when I get my coins back, I'll quite happy to come up and show you on live stream what it looks like. But people look at these. I don't know if you're the same in your countries and that, but the small coins like the 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 20p is so unlooked at. But there's lots of things that are wrong on them. Like another one on the 5p. There's some that have been printed the wrong way up, so they're upside down, and they're worth it.
The thing is, everybody who has an idea about numismatics, and talking about real numismatics, knows that these coins are worth nothing, but there are some channels, and this always drives me crazy, just clickbait, oh, I found an error coin, is it worth millions? No, it's not, and I can tell you before I watch the video.
I think it's
It's always the same BS, and I mean, I have so many error coins. If I go, I collect all copper coins in a tin because the value of the copper in the meanwhile is higher than the denomination of the coin. So I'm collecting copper coins, euro copper coins. And the thing as you said, there are so many errors on coins, but are they worth something? No, they're not worth anything,
really.
because there are millions of error coins, because the value of the coin is so low that they don't care about errors.
No, they don't. Let's have a look. There he is. This is the guy, all right? And that's my comment to him 15 hours ago. This is BS. Just face value, not gold. Why do you think they are worth millions? So funny, by the way. I won't be going to be rude to him, but I'll show you this, but where the fly lands on his coin. I think it's. Look at his thumbnails. Look at his thumbnails. It's a fly that lands somewhere on his coin. But it's all AI voice. I think his name. But then all his comments are. I don't know what it means. Let's translate to English.
I mean, I know some people who collect error coins, which is absolutely fine, but they would never tell that this coin is worth millions. But it's
exactly.
This nonsense. This
because he's talking about the 1982 coin at the beginning. Let's just try and find where this fly lands. If you actually watch the video, this fly comes along and lands on his coin.
Now it's worth even more because a fly landed on it.
Yeah, some bug or something. But let's have a look what his channel's name is. Yeah, WD Old Coins. But if you look at his thumbnails, right, see what I mean? 100 million, 28,000, 28. Just see what I mean? 7 million. And it's all AI voice and everything.
This is all clickbait. This is all clickbait.
Yeah, and when we actually tell them, because all his
it's mainly
comments,
coins, so I smell scam.
Yeah, all his comments are literally, how do I sell it? I've got the same coin. Where can I sell it? I've got all these coins. I've got this one. And I'm thinking, come on, guys. It doesn't have a very big channel by any means, but his views are just crazy because it's all.
No, this is nonsense. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Why it's not banned from YouTube? This is ridiculous.
I know, right? It's crazy. 70 million. And I'm like, and these people, the reason I found out his channel is because I had people come over to my channel and ask the same question. I just don't bother answering because, it seems I get the same person or same people going, da, 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 da. So I've just completely gone, delete, because these people make it hard for the people that are honest and go, your coin is only worth face on.
There is a channel. It's quite popular in the German-speaking YouTube world, and they frequently talk about 2 euro coins, and how much different 2 euro coins are worth. And one of the famous coin shops here in Vienna is owned by a very good friend of mine. So in the meanwhile, we got very good friends. And one time, I didn't believe him. He told me several times a day, people are coming in, throwing 2 euro coins on my table and want hundreds of euros for them. And because they saw it on a stupid YouTube video, somebody talking about how valuable these 2 euro coins are. And these are it's literally standard 2 euro coins. And he's always talking about how rare they are and how much they're worth. And then one time I visited him. I bought 2 coffees in the coffee that was next door. And we sat there, we had our coffee, and he said, look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This lady comes at least one time a week and starting a fight with me and starting an argument with me about the value of her 2 euro coins. And this lady came in, threw like five or six 2 euro coins on the table, said, okay, last time you didn't want to buy the 2 euro coins, but this time you have to, because this coin is so scarce and so on. And I want at least 600 euros for this coin. And then I look at her and I said, look, let's Google it. And I Googled this coin. This coin has a mintage of, I think, 22 million pieces.
Yeah.
I said, how the hell do you come to the conclusion that this coin has any value? I said, I buy it from you for 2 euros. So I will give you another 2 euro coin. This is the value of the coin. No, I know it. And look here is a YouTube video. And this guy said this coin is worth 800 euros. So I want to have 600. So people are really that stupid. Can you imagine?
It is crazy because it just takes a little bit of research. Just type the bloody coin into Google or whatever search engine you're using, and it will show you. It doesn't take brain power to go this. And I understand why that channel's doing it. It's not the only channel that's doing it. I get why they want views, but the problem is when you're I love my hobby, right? I absolutely love my hobby and I'll protect my hobby. And the reason why I don't do values on my coins, because it gives a false impression I'm doing if I was to do a value on my coin, it would be on my coin, not nobody else, because there might be a better condition coin out there, might be a proof coin out there. And it can be, but I bought this coin for say £100, right? How dare you say that your coin's worth only 1 penny? Because this channel said that these coins are, but they don't realise in England, like the 1 penny, when it first came out in 1971, there was over 1.4 billion made, and we still use them today. Yeah, exactly. And what don't get looked at is our halfpenny coin, our post-decimal halfpenny coin. It went from 1971 to 1985. and so they've only had a short run. And obviously, there was a few that you can't get. Well, you can get, but you can't get in circulation because there was only 185,000 of these sets made. I mean, 185 sets made, but you can still get them in uncirculated. On about the proof side, and so they're really, really hard to find, and it's annoying because you get people finding old coins, polishing the hell out of them, or re-dipping them in copper, saying that they're proof, electroplating them, and then they're not, because all you have to do is like scratch the plate off because it just falls off like foil, because it can't take anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's so dirty, and they're going, oh, but my coin's worth this much. That is why I personally don't put values on my coins, because I believe if I did that, it will put out a false message to other people. I just want to be honest and go, if anybody asks me how much is my coin, I will say, well, I got this from my change, when I bought something, because obviously not keen.
That's a bit easier. That's a bit easier here in Austria, because our biggest auction house here, they publish after every big auction, they publish a catalog showing pictures of the coins that were sold, and beside it there is written for how much this coin was sold. So what I'm always doing is I'm referring to their catalog. I said, look, I know that they sold such a coin, I don't know, 2 weeks ago in an auction, so go to their online catalog and check for how much it was sold there. So I never say anything about the value of
no, I don't.
coins.
I don't say anything about the values.
What I did with my friend with the coin shop is I blackmailed him. I said, from now on I will have a 50% discount on everything I'm buying in your shop, because otherwise I will make a video every day showing €2 coins and telling that your shop is buying them for €500.
Yeah. That's a dirty move, man. I like it.
Yeah, please do. But yeah, that is why. Because everybody gets it. How much is that coin? I got a similar coin or the same coin, and they go, oh, it's Queen Elizabeth II with all the Latin around it, all abbreviated Latin, and they think that's something, and they don't realise that lettering around it is just. But it's just decoration.
Okay, because you have those channels that promote apocalypse and crisis of economic. We know the
channels out there are doing that.
The end is near.
Yeah, everybody. This is. I'll do an impression of somebody. Okay, now you probably guess who it is. Hi everybody, and today we're going to look at the crisis that's going to end the world next week. So I advise you to sell all your silver right now to me for less than you bought it for, and I can go and sell it when the apocalypse is over. And nobody knows what I'm talking about because I'm looking at the wrong graph here. This is, as you can see, it's gone up by $15 by 2024. It's going to go up to $50, guys. And no, it isn't. It's cents. It says in your graph there, my friend. No, you don't. You're talking about your band.
Where do I send my money?
Yeah. Oh, here's my details.
Hey.
I'm a robber at PayPal.com. Is that correct?
Yeah. But I've seen people there. I see that. I good friends in this town. Here. Yeah, Darren's here. It's good to see Darren.
I missed that you're on the panel. The man with the radio speaker voice.
I'm just quietly advertising my wares there.
But when I was in that particular channel, so to speak, before I got blocked, when he was showing one of his graphs, because obviously he looks at graphs all day. When he's on a blood pressure machine, he must think that's a graph as well. But anyway, he was showing cents yeah, this is the future projection. This is this projection. That, and it was all cents. Like, but he was saying to people it was dollars, because I believe the dollar sign is an S with a line going through it. And when it was going in cents, it's got like a little C.
Also for Gibraltar, I think it's from the Spanish pesos. This symbol came from.
Yeah. But the guy in question was telling everybody to go and sell their silver before it reaches up by $5. And as you can see, it's going to go up by $25. He was on about hitting it with about between 55 and 50. So you go and sell your silver and get your money, and off these sheep went to go and sell their silver. But what I was saying in the chat, you are looking at cents. But in that particular time span, silver was around about between $13 at the time, an ounce. And so it would have gone up to about 14.75 cents. And of course, it was a big, massive hoo-ha around the internet with certain people. And people were doing all these auctions, selling their silver for God knows. Even the coin roll hunters were selling their silver inflation rate, because they all followed people like sheep. And I said, no, you're looking at cents. You're looking at cents, not dollars. And he went, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, block. And I couldn't write anything in the chat. And I thought, okay. Yeah.
You caught
the trouble is, yeah. People
you need to approach with the right, how to say it, gender, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, should I identify as a, I don't know, a brick? But the thing is, people look at these bigger channels. These big channels in question have a big influence.
Unfortunately.
When it comes to his smaller channels, nobody takes really much notice. And it pains me to go,
sorry.
It's not, I'd rather listen to someone who's only got like 2 subscribers or 15 or whatever, knowing that they know what they're knowing about and talking about, learning from them, and listen to someone who's got over 100,000 subscribers or whatever, how many he's got, and talking crap. And you know he's talking crap. And when you actually go and question it, everybody dives on you because you think you're being horrible, but you're not. You're just trying to correct something, because that's what conversation's about, is a debate. And when you're in a live stream and you're trying to type with everybody typing as well, it's really hard to keep up. And for some reason, he saw my message and he went, you don't know what you're talking about, block. And I couldn't write anything. I could be in the stream, but I couldn't write anything.
Sorry to say, Dale, but there is a logic error in what you're saying, because you assume that everybody does YouTube and live streams and so on because everybody's interested in the hobby and everybody's interested in I don't know, sharing what he has learned or what they have learned about coins and so on. No, it's not. Especially bigger channels. There are some bigger channels in our community. They are a pain in the butt, because they are sponsored by bullion dealers, who are famous for their mindset. Yeah, so.
The Germanian
radical Christian doomsday prophecy and a lot of financial interest behind, and they make these channels to do this doomsday prediction all the day. Do not forget, the end is near, buy silver now, do the silver train, blah blah blah, all this bullshit. So if you have a look at all these channels, it's always the same pattern. They are sponsored by some of these big US 2-letter precious metal dealers, and they make them spread these messages. The worst channel on this planet is Silver Slayer.
I've not been on Silver Slayer's channel, but I know there's others on that follow the trend.
He's also one of the most sponsored channels in the community, but he's doing exactly the same. Yeah, so facts do not matter because the people watching these channels, they don't care about facts. Yeah. I did this one time. Yeah, that there was also one of the bigger channels, and this was again, this doomsday atmosphere. Yeah, buy now because next week it will be too late and dollar will crash and blah blah blah, and just Trump can save us.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I try always. I try not to be political on my channel. Yeah, so everybody has his own
You're
opinion,
not. We're
blah,
not
blah,
being
blah.
political whatsoever. But we're just talking about people are influenced by the bigger channels.
Exactly. And on the one side, the same people on these channels, yeah, preaching freedom of speech and so on, and there was a discussion. Yeah, it was all about freedom of speech and whatever, yeah, and then I threw in the chat, Joe Biden is the best president you guys ever had, yeah, and I know this is BS, yeah, so I know this is nonsense, yeah.
You're just
Immediately,
That's called trolling. You're a troll.
I am. Yeah, the same people talking for hours about freedom of speech almost killed me for saying this. Yeah, and this is exactly when you know you're at the wrong place.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got. I mean, I had lots of friends in that channel in there, and that's why I went in there. I thought, Finger's in there because I've never been to this channel before, and I've heard of this guy, but I've never been in this channel before. And I thought, oh, Finger's in there, Bill's in there, other people that I know are in there, and they're all talking about this inflation. I think I don't know, but I was looking at the screen, and it was 10C, 5C. 5C, 10C, 25C, 50C, right? And he had this graph going up, right? And up and up. And up. He was saying dollars. And now C to me in the United States or Canada, wherever he's from, is cents. And he was projecting it. And I thought, hang on a minute. If you look at when I first started, right, on the 2nd of 2nd of September,
Dudes.
And it's been coming up 5 years, right? With inflation, yeah, things have got high because of the financial crisis, but it hasn't really gone up a substantial amount what people predicted 5 years ago.
Dale, I think Darren has a question. He put his hand up.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to be rude, but I just wanted to, thank you. Dudes, if you ever want a master class on thumbnails, just check out the thumbnails that guy does. Like, I'm not even want to say his name no more. I'm just saying now, wow, this guy's the killer in his thumbnails guy in the world. Like, I mean, he must be good with his other graphics and that too, but this guy does not mess around. He's got an A game on thumbnails, I tell you.
Is that like the old coins?
No, it's a Slayer Steel, whatever.
Oh, right. Okay. Silver Slayer.
Yeah.
They must have a special program for them.
You want to learn how to make a thumbnail? Just scroll through these, man. These are the way. He's got that figured out, or he hired somebody who's like the thumbnail.
Oh, he's hired somebody.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
nice
but
work.
he uses the marketing department of one of the major precious metal dealers. Yeah, so it's a bit easier for him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, buddy. This is gonna suck in dummies.
The second thing is, if you ever watched one of his videos, yeah, sorry, but nobody with a normal functioning human brain would watch a second one. This is just doomsday bullshit. Yeah, sorry to say.
Yeah. I've never been over to his channel really. I've heard of him, but I've never really, because as I say, a lot of it is just, he's just there for this. That's the problem with YouTube. It was a question. I had a question from YouTube. I don't know if anybody gets it as well, but sometimes you get messages from YouTube to do a survey. And they said, what's more important, subscribers or views? Now, it's always going to be views. In that sort of respect, subscribers is such an old cliche on YouTube going back when in 2005 when it started. it was important to get subscribers. But now, with the change of the direction, with the 4,000 hours, the 1,000 subscribers, or or the light version, subscribers is not important. With the hobby, it's about knowledge and friendship and honesty. Rather than going to someone like that, and some people do not do research. That's the problem as well. Is that they will be scared by them. They will worry and they won't do any research.
But you know what is the problem? Because jokes are like food. Not everybody gets it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. You're actually that's so true. But when we do a live stream, okay, we get a handful of people, right? Fantastic, loyal followers. You go to these big channels, they get thousands of views, and they come out with less information than they started off with. And that's what annoys me, is like you spent 2 hours in that live stream, not learned a damn thing, but you come to ours, you can ask anything, and we'll be completely honest with you, whether it's good or bad news. If we know something, we will say something. If
we don't know it, we'll look it up.
Yeah, we look it up for them and show and tell them the truth, like as a guide. But
this is so right. Yeah, this is so right. This is what I'm frequently doing. I receive a lot of emails especially from younger stackers, or people who are new to stacking or collecting. From just this week, I have exchanged at least 20 emails with a younger guy from the same state where I'm from, and he had some specific questions because he said, "Look, I don't have a lot of money. I'm a student, but I would like to buy some coins because I love coins. What do you recommend?" And I told him, "Look, I do not recommend anything, because first of all, I'm not an expert. So I'm just somebody who shares his hobby, and second, I don't know your financial situation. I don't know. Do you collect, I don't know, different emperors, or do you collect different motifs on coins, this and that and so on?" So we had at least 20 emails going back and forth, and in the end, what I did is I sent him a lot of links. I said, "Look, go through these online catalogs. There you can see for how much did different coins sell in auctions in Vienna recently, so that you have an idea about the value of coins. If you want to go for weight, so if you want to do stacking, then buy here or there, because there you can save. They have special discounts. They ship for free, blah blah blah, and so on." So I sent him a lot of links, and I tried to push him into the direction he does his own research. And I think that's so important. And what I see a lot in the community is people, they make statements, and then if you ask them, "Please tell me the source, I would like to know where this information is coming from," then they get angry at you. And there are some channels that this is like questioning them is like a sacrilege. It's like I don't know, questioning a dogma of the church. It's crazy.
Someone wants to say hi.
Hi guys.
Hi Tracy.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Hi, hello.
How is your family, Dale?
All good, thank you. It should have been today, the phone call, but it's going to be next week. Fingers crossed for next week, guys. Come on.
Oh, more than that.
I cross all my fingers and toes.
Thank you, guys. We really do appreciate the support. We will get there. We will get there. We promise you, and all will be calm. All you got to do is laugh and smile, and
Well, we look forward. Don't forget your new address.
Yeah, we will send you the brand new address. We don't. We will tell you. Not a problem. We do have the official address. We just haven't officially getting there yet.
If she keeps you as an hostage, please smile.
What?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. When we get there, the town, you can walk around it in like 5 seconds.
Oh,
It's probably
we got
yeah. It's about the size of a Monopoly board.
Oh no, you have to take us around.
I will. I'll show round. I'll go round. I'll take a walk. We'll take the dog for a walk, and we'll all walk round and say hello to all the locals because only about 5, so it shouldn't be too long.
I thought Zoe would walk you through the village.
Yeah, she will. She can wheelbarrow me. She can wheelbarrow me.
I'll videotape that. I love it.
Yeah, I would too.
I'll be ET on Barnacle's bike. But no, it's not the smallest village, but it is literally a blink and you miss it. And I live in a town of roundabouts, and this has only got one. They must have forgot. They must have when they built that town. They forgot. They forgot it was there. But yeah, it's actually quite nice. Actually, there's lots of history there. More history than I realised. It's even got a henge, like a very small stone henge.
William just wrote in the comments, if you have a channel, then you should expect all the questions like how much is it worth, etc., especially with old coins. William, yeah, this is 100% right. I agree with you. The thing is, what I was talking about is, if you give any advice in videos, yeah, as a YouTuber, you should know what you're talking about, and if not, then from my point of view, yeah, a reliable channel would say either I don't know, I need to do some research because numismatics is such a topic, yeah, you cannot know everything, or if you say something, then it should be correct. But what I've experienced several times, and also with some of the biggest channels in our community, that they simply do not say I don't know, and then they start with telling something, yeah, just to say something. And what I always try to do, especially I get contacted a lot by younger people, yeah, who start stacking or collecting, and there are not too many Austrian or channels generally in a German community. And then what I usually do is I try to show them where they can get information from, because I will not always be able to answer the questions. And what I'm trying to do is to somehow, I mean, educating sounds a bit yeah, but it's more or less educating, yeah. So I try to tell them where a good online database is, where you can get information, what auction houses and University of Vienna has some great stuff online. So I'm trying to give them the links they need to do their own research, yeah, and to show them how a good research is done. And I think this is more important than having a channel and yeah, just to, I don't know, to feel good and act as you'll be the expert for everything.
I mean, I get the questions I get when it comes down to value is from other bad creators, because when I actually tell them the value of the actual coin from a circulator perspective, because that's what probably most of these coins are around the world, is circulated coins anyway. And it'll have to be very dire to get a British coin set in a country in Africa, for example. It'll have to be pretty lucky to get one, especially a low minted one. And when they say they got the same coin or a better coin, and when they send you a picture and it's screwed up like a receipt, you can't even read what the date is on there. The thing is, they've come from these really bad channels that say, oh, these are worth millions. And when you actually say the truth, it's not about the question. It's that it's the abuse you get afterwards, after you give them the truth. Or, I'm not saying that that is why I purpose don't put values on my coins, is because, if I have one coin, I bought it for X amount of money and it goes up in value, that's always going to be there. So that could be 5, 10, 15 years later, how long ever I'm on YouTube. And when you've got these channels out there and they've all asked the same question, how much I got the same coin, how much is it worth, to these other and they don't ask them, they come to people like us who's honest and protects the collection, protects their hobby, enjoys their hobby, and then you end up being the bad guy for telling the truth. That's where it comes from me. And when you see these auction guys selling coins for God knows how much money, and I've said this in a community post, that these people don't even care how much money you spend. They won't even batter an eyelid if you can't pay your next week's rent. They'd rather sell you a coin that is 5 times inflated, that you know you can't afford, that you know you can't get your money back. They will not bat an eyelid that you cannot pay your next week's rent.
Dale, can I jump in here for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. I'm going to agree with Austrian Stacker when it comes to education. When there's something like this,
yes,
you've got these channels that do, and they become very argumentative. I know it's happened to you several times, but a classic example is what I just did the other day. I needed a coin for my collection. First thing I did is I took a look at what they wanted. I got this off of eBay. I checked to see what the sold prices were. I checked coinsincanada.com to see what they were listed as there. And I found the thing was way overpriced. So I just came back and gave them a price within the ballpark what it should have been, and I got it. It's a matter of doing a little bit of homework, learning how to do it, and it'll save you money in the long run. And you'll get
definitely.
So you got to watch out for those guys out there, because there's some out there, they don't care. Come on, we've seen coins that are worth pennies, and they want $10,000 for the bloody things.
Yeah.
The world will end tomorrow. You must buy it.
Yeah, or sell your collection to them for dirt cheap, and they go and sell it for and make money on it that you've now lost. And I'm not saying eBay is a bad place, but as for price guides, they are all people don't. I'm not saying they do or don't. I don't know. Obviously, I'm speaking from my own personal thing. Is that they always use the word rare or scarce, especially here. And someone's got feedback. So I'm not saying eBay is a bad place, but for price guiding, especially here with the 50 pences, they're so inflated. My suggestion is, if you want a 50 pence and you can't get them from the Royal Mint anymore, because as I said, they only sell so many, is go onto coin stores or phone a coin store up like I do, and I say, do you have any old coins? This is how I get my coins. Do you have any old coins that you've had in stock for a long time, and I'm willing to send some money? Could you just give us a surprise back? That's exactly what I do, and that's what I pay for. Unless I find something really specific, like if I'm looking for some Canadian coins, if I'm looking for some Austrian coins, German coins, banknotes, whatever. And I don't collect anything specific. Yeah.
Can you please bring back the cat? It was really funny.
Oh, the cat. Darren's cat.
Bring back the cat.
Bring back the cat. Maybe we are muted to him.
What I think what's also an important and an important topic is that I wrote this in the comments as an answer on what William said, that what I've experienced several times is and some people forget that we are a worldwide community. So the only thing they know is their local market, and And then when you start talking about coins and you say, look here, this coin is worth nothing, then an argument starts. No, it's worth $200 or whatever. Yeah. And I think what people sometimes forget is when we talk about prices and how rare coins are or whatever, is that we're a global community, and a lot of times, yeah, I mean, you've seen it in this one video where the guy came with numismatic coins that are like, I don't know, 40, 50 years old, or maybe 100 years. And then he was wondering, I think he has been to Austria, to Hungary, and to Czech Republic or something. And then in the end, he was wondering that nobody was willing to pay more than I think it was not even spot. I think it was melt what he got offered for these coins.
Yeah.
Because these coins here in Central Europe do not have any numismatic values. Our coin shops are full with coins that are 500, 600 years old in perfect condition. And these coins do almost have no numismatic value, because that's not even old and that's not even rare and so on. Yeah, because our history is completely different. And this is what some people forget, that the markets are so different. A lot of coins that are sold for a lot of money in the US do have zero numismatic value here in Europe. And some of the coins that have a very high numismatic value here in Europe, like some special thalers or whatever, they have zero numismatic value in the US, because the thaler is not important for them historically. So it's this is what some people forget, that this is why I sometimes answer when there are some members of our community who always ask the question, how much is this coin? And then I always reply, depending on where you want to buy it or where you want to sell it. If you would like to sell this coin in the US, the numismatic value is zero. If you would like to sell this coin here in Europe, the numismatic value maybe is 200, 300 euros. Yeah, can also be the other way around. And this is why it's difficult, yeah, to talk about this, not considering that we are a worldwide community.
There's another thing, right? When you with the history of the Thalia, if it went through the Thalia, you won't get the silver dollar, because I think that was the template.
Do you mean the thaler?
Yeah, the Thalia. I think that was the template of the silver dollar.
What?
The size.
Yeah, even the name Thaler comes from Tyrians who migrated to actually Huttara, to the guys who were religiously prosecuted here and went to the US. Even the name dollar comes from them, because that's the pronunciation of thaler in the Tyrolean dialect. Yeah, even the name of the coin dollar comes from them.
That's what I mean. People don't understand the history. The history and the story of the coins is just as important as the coin itself. You know, the origins of these things. It's like the word quid. Where do you think the word quid comes from?
Gee, I would have guessed you got to be quitting.
Quid pro quo?
No, quid is from a Wiltshire town in Quidhampton. And there was a mint there, not far from where I am. And that's where the word quid comes from, Quidhampton, because it was a mint. And hang on, just make sure I'm right. Let's just Google it.
Is that exchangeable with the idea of pound? Quid and pound?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Hang on.
That means I partially understand it already.
Yeah. Key takeaways: the quid is a slang expression of the British pound sterling, and
Yeah, William E., this is exactly what I was referring to. There was a guy with what he called numismatic silver coins walking around through the capitals of Central Europe, and he was, yeah, he was ranting a bit about the coin shops here, and that they were just willing to sell spot for his coins. Yeah, this is exactly what I meant. Yeah, they might have a numismatic value in the US, but not here in Europe. And there are a lot of European coins that have a high numismatic value here, and nobody in the US would ever pay more than spot for this. And this is even getting worse now with all these superhero coins. Go take a superhero coin and go to a coin shop in Austria, for example. Most of them would not even buy it. Yeah.
This is why everybody's got to send Austrian Stacker a Superman.
Oh, I can tell you an example. For example, I have a coin here, Czechoslovakia, that costs €300. But if I take it outside of Czech Republic, nobody will pay that amount of money.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll tell you another thing. Right, there was a certain channel selling British 50 pences, and now in the Royal Mint they're worth £4.99. Some were worth a little bit more, but this certain channel was selling them for $64 a pop, and people were paying for them. And I was upset because this person kind of trustworthy in the community, and I was upset with him, and so I told him straight, and that's where it come from. And he just didn't care. He didn't care what he was doing, and I thought, if only people knew, because this certain person relies on wealth, so to speak, and he's preying on people through the heartstrings. That's all I'm saying about it. And I thought, if anybody wants any British coins to be sent to them and you can't get them, email me. Obviously, I've got a certain amount of funds. I can't do it for everybody. And if you want some, I will order some and I will send them. All you need to do is pay for the postage. Don't need to go to these ridiculous auction sites and pay your rent for these coins that are only worth £4.99, which is about $6, $7. But yeah, anyway, this is where the word quid comes from. The word originally, when you trace back to Quidhampton, a village in Wiltshire, England, once home to a Royal Mint paper mill. Any paper mill made or this might have been called the quid. The pound sterling has a rich history for more than 12 centuries and the world's oldest currency still in use. Who'd thought that, eh?
I think the numismatic. Pardon? I think Numismatic just mentioned the 50 PQ garden. I mean, that's a great example. Yeah? It's worth a lot of money in the UK. Take a 50 PQ garden coin and go to a coin shop in Austria. I think most of them would not even recognize the coin.
Well, no, exactly.
And I think, yeah, and it's exactly the same thing. For example, there is one. I'm looking for it. I cannot find it now, but there is like an animal from a very famous story for kids. It's a non-existing animal. It's a fantasy animal.
Oh, the
from a very
Griffalo.
from Austrian from a very famous story for kids. It's called The Little Me Is Me. Yeah. And this is das kleine Ich bin ich, yeah, The Little Me Is Me. It's a very famous kid story, and there was a book for kids, and this was very famous like 40-50 years ago, yeah. And all of the people in my age, there was when this kids book had its 50th anniversary, Austrian Mint issued a coin with this little fantasy animal on it with a limited mintage, and this was sold out within 2 minutes on their homepage, because everybody my age and my wife's age bought these stupid coins, because we all grew up with this story. And this coin is worth a hell of money, especially the proof coins. I have one, is worth a hell of money here in Austria. If you take this coin to Germany, they would pay melt for it, because you do not even know this fantasy animal. So this is like with the Kew Garden coin, So if you just go to the next country, sometimes you do not even know what's the thing on this coin, like this small fantasy animal, And I think it's a good example.
I'll tell you something about the Kew Gardens coin. Okay. Now I think it's the worst design coin in the whole wide world of coinage, right? Because with other coins around the world, with coins, say, I'm on about the modern era coins, they still tell a story. Okay. Now, if I took that coin to China, to Austria, they won't even, unless I show them the obverse of the coin, they know then it's obviously a Great British coin. But not very many people. I've been to Kew, but I've never been to Kew Gardens, right? All it's got is a stupid pagoda, right? Yeah, of a Chinese pagoda in the gardens, right? And it's got the word Q on it. Now, unless you really know, obviously, you looked at the map of Great Britain, okay, you won't even see Kew Gardens. So the design of it is so boring and rubbish. Okay, I think that is why they only made 210,000 of them, because it's a really crap design, right? And he's thrown away. But the thing is, it's such a rare coin of 210,000. That's where it's got its value from. And as you said, but I'll tell you another thing. When Change Checker said about the 50p coin, right? Now, they're a company that sells coins, remember? And he goes, I've got a 50p coin here. It's the Kew Gardens. It's the most widely sought after coin in Great Britain. And I picked this up. Actually, the same thing happened to me. I got my coin in the garage. I filled up my car, and I ended up with two of them. And my nephews come in. They said, Dale, can we have some money? Can I have some money? I goes, yeah, then I must have gave one away by mistake. And I still got the one, which I still had since 2009. And they goes, this coin is only worth 50p. But they're trying to sell him for hundreds of pounds. Right, even the new ones in 2019, I think, or 2020, I can't remember which year it is now. They bought a repeat out of it. So people are trying to sell on eBay. If you look, the 2020, I think it is, or 21, might have been 20, Kew Gardens, for just as much as the original 2009 Kew Gardens. But you also got to be very careful, because there was two coins the same obverse, which is the WWF World Wildlife coin. And when you turn the coin over, you got all the animals and everything, and then you got the Kew Gardens. So people were taking the picture of the obverse of their WWF coin, the World Wildlife Fund coin, and showing a fake picture of the Kew Gardens. But when you ask eBay, the seller, can you send me a video of the coin being shown fully, they're just not responding to you. But yeah, they're overinflated. My one's in pretty good condition, considering I've had it a long time. But even the bash up ones now, they're going up to an average about $200 to $300 pounds. I would not sell my coin because that means I'm going to have to get another one in a worse condition, if that makes sense. But you're right. You are absolutely right. These coins are not known in the wider area of the world, and they're probably not worth anything to anybody else in the wider field in collecting.
This is exactly what I meant. Yeah? It's always how much is this worth coin. It's always depending on where do you want to buy it, where do you want to sell it. Yeah, and some people forget that. For example, if I talk about coins, yeah, the only thing, and as said, yeah, I mean, I'm not talking as an expert. I'm talking about somebody who wants to share his hobby with like-minded people, and I'm always talking from the perspective of a stacker who sits in Central Europe, and the main sources where I buy is numismatics and collector items. Like I ordered this silver commemorative guitar pick from Italy.
That's beautiful.
You know the 70th anniversary of Fender Stratocaster. So I bought this special coin in the shape of a guitar pick. I ordered it from Italy because there is a good company that's selling this stuff. And my bullion, for example, 90% of it I order from Germany. So I'm always talking from the perspective of somebody who sits in Central Europe, and maybe that what I say is 100% valid here, but 100% not valid in the United States. Yeah, and I think this is what we should not forget. It's a worldwide community, so I'm pretty sure that, for example, what Darren or Skip are telling about collecting in Canada in some cases might be completely wrong in the US. Yeah, it's the completely opposite in the US. Yeah, it
is like talking a different language in respect when it comes to collecting coins and bullion and all that. And that's where it's good to converse, because it does educate me. Hopefully it educates other people that, coins are worldwide. They are tradable. They are, it's what brings the world together. Even if you're not into collecting, you might look in your change and go, "Oh, that's never seen that one before. What's that from?"
You know what's one of those funny things that brings us together, Dale?
Yeah.
You see this guy in the corner? We both know who that is.
Hang on a minute. Which
King Chucky.
Oh. That's one of
King
the things
Charles.
that brings us together. Yes, we all know who that is.
Yeah. Okay, sweetheart.
I've leaving the door open. So
Yeah. Okay.
I had an interesting discussion with a coin shop owner in Vienna. It's not my good friend. It's another coin shop, and it was unfortunately he retired and he closed his shop now. But he was a very interesting person to talk to, because he's a real numismatic expert. And we had a lot of discussion. I said, "Look, you're a young man. Do you understand? There are strange coins on the market, and frequently people want to sell me these coins, but that's all nonsense. Yeah, I've never seen these coins before." And then he showed me his pictures of superhero coins, and he said, "What is this? They want to sell me this for, I don't know, this and that amount of money." And so he did not even know what this is. Yeah, and then on the other hand, they sell for a lot of money in the US. Yeah, they're buying superhero coins for a lot of money, and here coin shop owners do not even know what these coins are. So it's so interesting how different, especially the collector markets are.
Hi guys, I'm back. Yeah, there is a lot of different collector markets out there. It depends what you want to collect and what you want to enjoy. I like collecting all sorts of stuff when it comes to coins. Doesn't matter which country, which denomination, whether it's an old coin and it's zinc to bronze to some silver. One day I will get a gold coin. One day I will. But it's not my priority. You know, my priority is just enjoying I think the most important part about collecting your collection is having fun. Remember, it's not a sprint. Who's got the best? Who's got the most expensive? It's about what you like to collect. And try not to listen to too many horror stories, and don't. Well, it's the wrong thing to say, because let me word it in a way. Because somebody else has got something that you like, you know, ask them where that person got it from, you know, so they can give on a respectable company or a coin store or even an auction company. You know, only go to and then make a rapport with a coin store is important. 2 or 3 coin stores, so that gives you a bit more variety. And listen to a few other people, especially when you're new. I mean, if you're new to collecting British coins, I would say start with the old George VI coins, you know, to get you used to it, because obviously the many is going to be different. It's going to be pounds, shillings, and pence. And so it was no decimalization, and that gives you a base coin. Yeah, a pre-decimal coin. He didn't have a very long run either. And start with the basics and try and make a date run. That's where I would go from a very beginner. And then, because obviously Elizabeth coins, when you get into the 50 pences and into the £5 coins, and then you got Elizabeth Ward coins as well. There's billions of them, and it becomes very confusing. You know, test the waters with cheaper coins. Try and make a date run with 1 mark is probably the best way of doing it. That's the way I would go. If I was like 10 and I was starting again, like, you know, and that's what I did. I just started trying to make date runs. Then I couldn't understand why they missed out dates. And I didn't realize, you know, they had these sets. And I managed to get my first set, saved up for it. And don't forget, we didn't have the power of the internet. It was all done by books, magazines, and asking around your grandparents, because, you know, they grew up with this stuff. You know, I was born after decimalization day, you know, so and some of our coins were used after decimalization day, like the 2 shillings, which is the old florin, the 6 pence, the 50 pence that started in 1969, but it wasn't official until 1971 because they wanted to get people used to the new money, the size changes. So the Queen Elizabeth coins will be more harder to get as a date run than it would be the King George VI. I think King George VI had such a short time, and you can get all his coins, whether you just get one denomination, just dip, and then slowly next denomination, and don't overexert yourself for trying to spend more than you can afford is another option. Don't get yourself in debt by chasing.
William actually asked an interesting question. He asked, "Why do you think people want to collect?" I think that can be a lot of different reasons. So for example, I know a collector. Is a former schoolmate of mine and the son of the owner of 5 huge companies. And this guy does it as an investment. So he's really, in the meanwhile, an expert for really rare numismatic coins, and he's buying very expensive coins just as an investment. And then I know people, they have almost no money, yeah, and they are also collecting because they love coins, and they love history, and they love heraldic symbols. So whenever they can get a nice coin cheap that is from and also then you have to talk about what are people collecting. I know people, they're collecting coins with ships. I know people, they're collecting emperors. They're collecting all the coins from one specific emperor. Then there are people collecting coins with trains. Then there are people collecting coins with, I don't know, whatever. And I think there can be a lot of different reasons why somebody's collecting. I mean, I am actually I'm call myself a stacker. So I would say 90% of my money is in my stack, and it's actually what you can see here. I mean, part of it is, old Austrian silver coins, 25 shilling coins, 50 shilling coins, 100 shilling coins. And this is because this was the cheapest silver, the most quantity, the most weight I could get for my money. And this is why I have tons of these coins. And then 10%. So actually, it's for me, it's like saving money, because the inflation was so bad here in Europe for a long time. So I prefer to have silver and gold instead of having my money on a savings account. And on the other side, I'm also a little collector, and when I collect, then it's mainly coins from. I like to collect coins from the Austro-Hungarian Empire, because it's a part of Austrian history I'm very interested in. I like to collect coins from the UK, because I spent a lot of time in my life in the UK, and yeah, Dale, I love the UK, and I love collecting British coins. And the third country I'm collecting coins from is Israel, simply because they are very rare here. They are hard to get, and they have beautiful coins. Man, they have beautiful coins, and I like the Holy Land Mint, and this is why I also collect coins from Israel. I'm doing this since I've just been to Israel one single time, but I mean private on vacation, and where I had time to see something, and since then I collect coins from Israel as well. So these are the three countries, but 90% of my money is in boring standard stuff. I mean, the latest thing I've bought, for example, is do I have my camera on? Yeah, is kangaroos. Yeah, so the most boring stuff you can get on the planet.
But the thing is, though, when I first, I said I was playing with some money when I was a kid. I think I just come out of hospital, and I was playing with some money, and I was trying to get a date run, and there was these old coins mixed up with the I can't remember if it was my parents or my grand. I think it was like my grandparents, because obviously I've not long come out of hospital after what happened to me, and I was thinking, why is that 10 pence different to that 10 pence? Why is that too far? Why is that too? What's just too? Because you don't think about it when you're a kid at first, because it was something I was never interested in. So 2 shillings. Why is that 2 shillings? Why is that 10 pence? So I would ask, oh, that's old money. And that's what got me. So I tried making a date run with Queen Elizabeth coins. Then I saw another monarch, because obviously when you're a kid, you're not really thinking about that, especially in my day, not really thinking about it too much. And I started reading about it, trying to get encyclopedias, going to the library, whatever. And I thought, well, this is interesting. I didn't even know what the collecting money was called until 13, and it said it was numismatics. And I know people collected stamps. I know people collected rubbers and stuff like that, but like little computers or aeroplanes, whatever. Of course, I did models and motorbikes and cars and stuff. And I couldn't really do anything with my right arm, and I was just playing with the coins, and and it was the history as well. Who was that person? I know that's Queen Elizabeth II, but who was that person there? And then there was another one. Who's that? And it was the history for me. It was the history, and it was nice when I started getting into like Roman coins later on, and other ancient coins and other countries' coins, you realize that all countries have a story, you know, and that's why I like collecting as many coins as I possibly can. I may not have the best collection in the world, but I got a very interesting collection, you know, for me. I collect it for me. And when I meet, and what's so great about YouTube, you actually speak to people with the coins that you've collected, and then you can put your knowledge to them, and they go, yes, that's right, yeah, or no, that's not right. You know, it's nice to be corrected. But that's my perspective anyway. Just enjoy yourself, you know, and that's what I did. I've been doing that ever since. And I don't know how long everybody else has been collecting.
Not long. Not long.
Not long. Your main reason for collecting is it's my hobby. I find fun and great stress. Yeah, it's a stress relief, exactly, because you can take your mind off and leave the real world behind for an hour or so of the day, and go somewhere that that you can look at a coin. You know, I haven't got a microscope or anything and looking at every single detail, but and that's the beauty of YouTube. You know, this.
It's bloody relaxing, isn't it? It's something where you can cater it to your own interest and enjoy stuff. And it's for those that are retired, great hobby. It's a great hobby.
What about those who have not yet retired?
Then you are smart. I wish I didn't start collecting till I turned 65. Yeah, I talked to young collectors who started collecting back when they were like 15 years of age. They got the most.
I started when I was 9.
You can well imagine.
I started 9.
9. Example.
I think the thing, for example, with my collection, I do not really expect that I will make money with it. Yeah, this is the stacking part. This is why I'm buying the cheapest gold and silver usually I can get, and this is where I expect at least to hedge against the inflation. Yeah. I put a link in the description. I hope that's okay, Skipper. That's the link to a video that I called. I think it's called History Told Through Coins or something with the example of Hungary, where I'm showing what I said before. This is one of the reasons why I'm stacking, because I love history, and I think nothing tells more about the history and culture and the changes in history and culture of a country than coins and money and banknotes and stamps. I think this tells the most about culture about the culture of a country, and Hungary is a great example because they were occupied and ruled by different forces so many times. Yeah, the Habsburg monarchy, then the Soviet Union, and so on. And in this video, you see different coins from all the different periods, and I made the same with Austrian coins. Yeah, we had even more. Yeah, we had Austro-fascism, we had the Third Reich, we had our first republic that failed, we had our second republic that, thank God, lasted until now, and we have military currency from the Allies when they were in Austria. We had siege currencies during the time when the Turks conquered Austria and so on. Yeah, so I think coins and banknotes tell so much about the history of a country, and this is, for example, why I'm collecting.
There's nothing more to be said about that, because that is so true. I mean, if you look at the banknotes and the coins, how they exchange, right, it does tell a picture, a proper picture, and a illustration, and a perspective. If you went from the start to the end, from then till now, it's a timeline. And I mean, what America's is a very new country, and it's only. I mean, they were still doing bartering when 99% of the world were using coins and currency. You know what I mean? It's history to me is really interesting, and as I said, you know, I had German coins, I've had Austrian coins, some Canadian coins, US coins, whatever. But it's nice to actually talk to people from these countries and listen to their culture, listen to what they've got to say, and thank goodness that you guys speak English.
It's not our native
Because
language. So
I'll be absolutely stumped. But no, I mean, Greek coins. I would love to get some really old Greek coins. Because you know the drachma is really interesting. It is to me, maybe not to you.
Drachma from 18 something with King George.
Yeah, I mean old Greek.
Yes, they have English. King.
Tetradrachma.
Tetra is 4.
Τέσσερα δραχμές.
Ευχαριστώ.
Να σε καλά, Ρον. Να σε καλά.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of Greek islands used to be part of Britain sometimes, and also used to be Peloponnese used to be under the Venetians.
There is Ionian Islands.
Yeah, Ionian Islands used to be part of Britain, and after the second king, we have George I he was from the Danish crown Lichtenberg family. They were given part as a gift as the new king by the British.
Yes, isn't it weird that a lot of countries were used as barter, as gifts to the monarch?
Yeah.
But I mean, I like all world coins. It's been an interest in mine for years. Obviously, in my teens and later on, obviously work commitments and stuff like that, and other things going on. It took a bit of a back burner, so I didn't collect all the time. It's only really grown, and with other things, obviously, having Boyd and other things happens in your life. You know, it's always been there, but it's only really powered up since I met Zoe. Because when I was medically retired in 2009, I was too ill to do anything, and met Zoe, and she's let me have free reign. She's actually been a really fantastic advocate in my collection. She's really let me go on it, and
oh, you're her little free-range chicken, then, are you?
Yeah, I don't obviously not going to spend thousands, and you know, it's not like I'm controlled or anything, but you know, we have a little budget. We have a little budget, and that's it. Yeah, we have a little budget, and that's it. Because obviously, where things have gone up, like everything else in the world.
Yeah.
You know, it's
especially the UK.
It's crazy.
Tracy, ano Batilius Neropercalo.
But yeah, it's. I mean, we have a bit of pocket money between us, and as long as we do stuff together and the bills are paid and stuff like that, you know, we have got to move into a new home, hopefully really soon.
Yes.
I've had to take a. Yeah, we're going to buy everything brand new. It's going to be all done, all decorated. It's going to be all new furniture, everything. So that's where all my money's going to go.
He's going to have display cabinets all along the one wall, and then he's going
to. You're joking,
all his melting.
I will tell you what I'm doing. Okay. My silver pouring, I haven't done anything since the last pour I done for you was for your granddaughter.
My granddaughter, yeah, the pumpkin.
Yeah, and where we've been threatened with like moving and stuff, our house been sold 3 or 4 times, and it's fell through. And the house is a state, and they won't fix it. So I can't do anything here, and so of course, so he's got asthma as well. So later on, I will be buying a unit where my silver is going to be done properly and professionally. So it's like going to work again. And I will be doing live streams on the pause with me actually going to the SA office and showing you that I'm taking my silver to the SA office, and it's going to be done. Cool. And then you can see so that way it's not just, you're not seeing my word for it, that it's all done laser cut, because obviously my hallmark lasts 10 years, and I got to get it renewed every 10 years. And it's all done because that's your guarantee. And then you can see how the process is done. And
Dale, once you started with this, I swear I will come to visit you, and we will pour something together.
Absolutely.
I'll meet you there.
You got a lot of kangaroos I can melt down.
Yeah, exactly.
And then whatever you make,
a lot of maples.
You're talking Australia. I'll tell you that, even though it's not precious metal, that bloody one coin that they came out with that has the honeycomb on it is one of the prettiest coins I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, the $2 coin.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
No, the $1 coin. Yeah, that B one, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice coin. But yeah, I mean, I want to make some. I got lots of molds I've been buying and before to get going. I've got all the tool in, and what I'm going to be doing, I'll be taking a course at the SA office on how to make jewelry properly. You can do courses there, so like rings, necklaces, how to fold the metal, and it'll all be done legitimately as well. So
how long does a mold last?
Depends what you're making. When I do samples, you need to get one shot at it. You just got to redo it again. I mean, Skipper will tell you, he saw me do it 26 times to get it right.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, 20, because I had to make it. It was a one-off.
By the
I made the pumpkin come out.
You could have peeled them off the wall by the time you poured it 18 times.
Yeah, it was.
No,
I
think Darren is asking about graphite molds.
The crucible, I do the crucible itself. I would make it last around about 12 times. Whether it's good or not, I will put a new one in. Because quality is everything. Because if you start getting like defects in the silver, like I showed Skipper how to clean silver, didn't I? And it came out beautiful, didn't it?
Yeah.
How to clean the silver, because obviously when you pour in it, you get all the sand in there, or whatever. And I don't want any defects in there because my silver gets tested. It gets purity tested. And what I did on the, of course, I had a timeline. Okay, and so I was talking to Skipper while I was pouring the thing. Of course, I had to make the mold. It wasn't just like a silver coin, a silver round. I was making the pumpkin come out the coin, so it was my own design. So and I can't remember how heavy. It was quite a heavy piece. And what's unique about it was the last Queen's 70th Platinum Jubilee sign, and they said they're not going to do it anymore. So it was one of the last ones. But I made a mistake on the form, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it's been sent off. Skipper was really happy with it. I cleaned it all up. It looked beautiful. I was thinking, oh man, why is it taking so long to come back? Because got to get this to Canada yet, you know. And I, rather than circling 0.39 silver, I circled, I think it was 925 silver. And they kept testing it and testing it and testing it. Anyway, I thought, this is getting long. It's normally back by now. You know, it's been over a week. And I thought, I'm going to ring them. And I told them, this is the code, da, da, da. And they said, yeah, we was actually going to call you this afternoon because we're going to put it down as a fail because you write it. I think it was 925 silver I put down. I goes, no, I said it's 39 silver. And I said, they went up to the phone. I said, no, it's 90. Because no, this is more than 925 silver. I goes, yeah, it should be 39 silver. They said, yeah, this is like really nice quality silver. And they went, oh, so it's not a mistake. And they said, okay, it's passed the purity test. Because if I say, if I was to say sell something for 39 silver, and I write down 39, can you write 39? Because they will not stamp it 39 silver. They will say, no, it's only this quality silver. Then I will get in trouble for lying on a hallmark. You see, I get a fine. And they will write it on the piece what the silver content is, the silver purity. And of course, then I'm lied to the customer, haven't I? But they couldn't get their heads around why I've accidentally wrote this and it's coming up with a much higher grade, and it was really confusing them. So they was going to put it down as a fail with a higher mark. But luckily I called them the day they were going to send it back. They had to rechange the forms and they managed to get it all. I got all the hallmark on, and they said, this is the last one we're doing on the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, the 70th. We're not doing that anymore. So that was actually kind of special on there. But yeah, Long's skipper and Tracy was happy with it. That's all that matters. But yeah, it's because the hallmark is your guarantee, and people smacking their 39s when you don't know what they've actually mounted down and going on it, because there's been people out there who's got their silver pouring tested, and it's such a poor quality, it's not even worth marking it down. I think Austrian Stacker's been through that, or heard stories about that as well. Where they've matted down everything, and it's come back as not the purity it is. But yeah, hopefully I'll be making more stuff. Probably it'd be next year anyway, because it's too late to start anything. I've got to find a premises. I've got to find because Zoe wants an office to do her bits. Lauren wants to work with her mum to do her bits, and it'd be outside in a different part in the same building. So that way it'd be like having a bit of purpose in my life at the same time. It should be good fun. And I want to not do it as it'd be like a job, be like my own business, but I want it to be a hobby. I don't want to be inundated because I have to do it. I want to do it because I like to do it, if that makes sense.
All the sense
but if anybody,
in the world.
Yeah, you know, it's about enjoying yourself when you do something like, you know, like when I was working, and because I worked myself up to a place where I went to welding school, you know, and things like that. My job, I was building stuff, you know, I've always built models and stuff like that. So to me, my job was my hobby, I didn't turn it into a job. Very gutted I had to leave though, through medical reasons. Very gutted. Is everybody gone? Are they gone, Darren?
No, we were listening to the only person talking.
But yeah, if anybody wants to come over and do some pouring on their own, they can more than welcome to come over and pour something. So that's
No, actually,
you know,
I would like to pour something together with you, like a channel round or something I can use as DQ in my videos.
yeah. Of course. I mean, I'll be doing.
Because I've no idea about silver pouring, so I would really love to do something together.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy, really. I mean, it's not just melt some metal and just pour it into whatever mold you make, and if it goes wrong, just start again. As I said, with Skipper's one, it was I made the pumpkin for her granddaughter actually coming out of the silver, so you had like a pumpkin face coming out. So I made a pumpkin face, and every time I poured it, I was doing it a different technique, and it kept blowing, and I was thinking, oh God, this is doing my head in. So I did it a different way, and it was the forming started coming through properly the way I wanted it out, because I wanted the face to come out more profound rather than just a little. I think I've got a picture of it. Don't know if anybody's seen
Gentlemen,
it. But
I think I will go to bed soon because it's already 1:30 here.
No.
I mean, it's here right now where I am. It's like it's going to be 3 a.m. like in 45 minutes.
There you go.
Yes, but you're a young man, Stamos. You're young.
No, I'm old.
That's the hallmark.
999.
Yeah, 39. My initials, the anchor, Queen's with the, I think that's the lion, the sterling lion, and the Queen's platinum jubilee on there.
Oh yeah, platinum jubilee, and then she passed away.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I mean, like she hides in the same place where Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, which is in my basement. Together with Bob Marley.
I will not comment. You know what I want to say.
Who is Bob Marley?
In Kingston, downtown. Yeah, see, I wanted the picture to come out, you know, the effigy to come out of the coin. Or the round, whatever you want to call it. 1.5 troy-ounce, 1.5 graved. Yeah, I love that. That took, because the picture, oh, that's my drawings there.
I love the one you did of mine.
That's how it started to look, didn't it, Skip?
Cool.
Then it was like that. Then it turned into that. And this is before. That's obviously this is after the cleanup. This is all done by hand, no machine. It's all done by literally.
Too much labor. I cannot imagine that.
Yeah, but being hand done, hand rounded, and everything is all part of the process. This is my little boy when he was born. Look.
Aww.
He was tiny. He was only 1.4 ounces.
Who makes this noise? Who makes
me
this strange noise all the time?
I drink water from.
Stop making this noise.
container.
Are you on the toilet or what are you doing, Stamos?
No. It's like a
And I made
cap when you store water, like like as a container. Like it's closed,
and I made a silver pouring. I made a silver pouring hairstyle for Skipper.
Hey.
You guys can't hear me unless I push my red button.
Oh, that's cool.
It's my
Oh,
talk
sure.
button.
We got to push your button then, right?
Oh, don't push the
I do.
red button. Don't push the red button. Nobody knows what happens if you. No. You know what Trump said? You know what Trump said to Kim Jong-un? He said, "I also have a red button, but mine is working."
This is how Skipper takes seriously his coin collection. He always wanted to be on a coin inside a flip.
Can I make it as an avatar or no?
Did you save every bloody picture or what?
No, not everybody.
Skipper, you can open OnlyFans with those pictures.
I wish Silver Tanifer was here because I went and watched England and New Zealand a little while back.
Is that legal to buy? I want to buy it and purify it.
Austrian stacker. What am I looking at?
It's Uranian ore.
This is uranium ore.
Oh, thank
right,
goodness.
yeah.
I thought it was a piece of meat that went bad.
It glows.
Yeah.
What's my favorite thing is uranium glass.
It's
It's actually
green.
glowing in the dark. Yep.
It's harmless.
I have pictures in the communities. No, you shouldn't. I mean, to stop using it. You shouldn't put your car keys in there and then leave it in the front pocket of your trousers. You shouldn't do that unless you already have 5 kids.
Wait, what?
Oh my goodness. William E., I will not go on a pour because I saw what happened to the poor guy in Game of Thrones when they poured that gold on his head.
No,
Oh, yeah.
No. That's an awful scene. You cannot.
You watched Game of Thrones?
The whole
You
thing.
watched Game of Thrones, Skipper?
Oh yeah, the whole thing, and boy did I hate the last episode.
Yeah, let's boiling.
No,
Man,
don't
you
tell
have
me.
a
I've
lovely
watched it
wife.
yet.
Why the hell do you watch Game of Thrones?
Because that one battle scene, the Battle of the Bastards. Oh wow, it was a shocker.
Oh, brutal!
You know,
It's awesome.
I like the South Park episode where they made jokes about Game of Thrones.
Oh, before we get on the Game of Thrones, there's something I need. There's been something I've been dying to ask you guys. Right?
What?
A while ago, John Jacobs was showing a coin. Okay, and I remember I had it's a PCGS label, right? And I remember getting these things, and the things fell apart. Now, because I was looking at his label, I asked, "Is it a genuine? Is it a genuine company that's graded your coin?" Not saying if it's not real or anything. I was just asking a simple question because I can't remember what coin he had, and he was saying to me, "Oh, you don't know whether it's real or not, and you don't know who PCGS is." And I said, "Look, I know who PCGS is, and I couldn't find the coin on the PCGS website, right? Until I put in the dash and everything, and it come up. So I'm not saying it's not legit, but what got me is this label you had, right? Now this shows this is not the correct label. This is an example of what PCGS on their website tells you to look out for when someone can still copy a coin and print the label. And here, I don't know if you can put it big a minute. Yeah, if you can enlarge me. Now on John Jacobs' label had this. Yeah, enlarge the screen.
It was very kinky. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Please, Dale needs an enlargement. Can somebody help him?
Yeah. I can't do it on my own.
I don't believe any of us can.
No, I'm not that type. Hey, God, guys. Anyway.
Come on, Dave, keep talking.
I'll try. If you can put me onto the big screen, I'll explain what I saw on his label, and it coincides.
An enlargement. There's nothing to be ashamed about.
I'm not ashamed. If I have to use a microscope. You get what you're born with, and Skipper, are you there?
He's
not there. Oh.
I told you his wife keeps him as an hostage.
What?
Yeah.
He fell asleep.
Can you see this clearly at all?
97, 79.
Right, okay. It says fake label there, yeah. And what I saw on John Jacobs' label, what's really important is the dash. It's a straight dash on here. That's what makes it a fake label. And if you was to put this coin in, on this fake label, it comes up on the PCGS on the PCG. The NGC website, right?
We are now yes or NGC. I'm confused.
If you put that code in, it comes up on the NGC website. And I was saying to him, I was just merely saying, it was just a pure question because I was, I want to look out for people. Are you sure that's not a fake slab? Okay, because when I put this in, right, not this particular label. This is not his coin. I'm just saying that when I saw his video, and he wasn't showing the coin very well, but he was showing the label. And when I put that code in, not this code, but a code on his coin, it was coming up. And NGC says, obviously, if you put this code in, it's going to come up anyway. And what people do, they get a similar coin, slab it, and then put the wrong label in. Now, a real label, NGC has a certain font to their dash. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's noticed that ever.
Nah.
Right, an authentic label, it says here, because I bought some coins and I knew they were fake. I just wanted the coins, didn't care about the condition. I just wanted them for my collection. And I got them really cheap. And so this label's the same. The coin name's exactly the same. As I said, this is not John Jacobs' coin. But they use a certain dash. It's like the dash is not straight. It's like that a little bit, right? But John Jacobs has got a straight dash on his NGC label. And I said to you, are you 100% sure that coin you bought, the slab is authentic? Because it says fake. This is from the NGC website to look out for fakes. And it says authentic there. And it'll explain that the counterfeit label text font is narrow on the NGC's font. The dashes or the hyphens on the counterfeit label are straight and square. Dashes on the authentic NGC holder have angled edges, and dashes always appear as a part of the NGC certification number. And that's what I was trying to explain to him, but he wasn't. He was getting a bit, I think, narky with me. But all I was doing was looking out for him. I don't know if he took it the wrong way or not. But did I do the right thing?
I don't know.
I think Dale expects an answer. Say yes.
No. I'm not saying no. You should agree with me. I'm just saying that was I right trying to look out for somebody?
Of course.
Or should I not say anything? Let him, because he didn't say where he got the coin from. I mean, it could be genuine. The coin does come up on the website, but as it says, this is a fake label. The same coins, the same labels, exactly the same. And as you say, anybody can make a label up and use the library as authentication that it's done properly. But he said, "Oh, don't you realise that NGC is a real?" And I goes, "Yeah, but the dash is making me worried about your label." The coin comes up.
I'd ask how valuable is a coin like that? Like what
I honestly don't know. I don't know what the value of the coin is. I can't even remember the video he did. It was a little while ago. Obviously, I've been offline for a while, so. But I wanted to send a because obviously I didn't want him to be showing coins and somebody comes up to him and says, "Oh yeah, you got a fake coin there." I was just asking a question, like, the dash doesn't look right.
So, like you were saying, that coin didn't come from him to you, but I would link him or send him a link in a private email.
I tried.
Hey, I found this info. I don't know if you think it's worthwhile, but here you go. And now you've done all that you should really do. Now you know what to look for. And when it comes down to it, if you have a community that you service, we share these things here. I know now what to keep an eye out for, and that's that, right? I don't accuse anybody of anything. I just do my own research and make sure I'm satisfied before I make my purchase.
Yeah, he's a good guy, John Jacobs. You know what I mean? And
I like him.
Yeah, and I just didn't want him to feel like I was putting any pressure on him, making him feel bad. The label just didn't look right to me. That's all. It could be genuine. Could be 100% genuine. And he says it is, so I'm going by what he says. I'll try and find the label.
That's what they told him too, wherever he got it from, like you would, right?
Is this
one
the
of
coin?
those things, with our hobby? That's all.
There it is. This is the coin. It's I can't even zoom in because it's short, but the label. I don't know if you can see that. I wish Skipper was here. Let's try and get into a little bit more. The actual dash is straight,
and it's supposed to be a little curly.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an angle. Yeah,
an angle. Yeah, that's one of the things they do to keep you from buying one that might not be bona fide.
But the light's on it. You know what I mean? The light is literally over, and obviously it's got all the correct. It looks correct on the but as I said, anybody can all these. See, it's got all the backing because obviously it's showing the coin, but oh, hang on, see if it's better. That the dash is dead straight, which is what NGC don't use.
Well, this is the thing, eh? I mean, again, he kind of got rooked too, and now you've just ended up with it. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was just saying. I mean, the coin obviously looks nice and everything, but was it a 1964 50 cent? What's PF mean again? Oh, God, it's something in it. Profound, is it? No, PF. Oh, W. What's W? White. It's white, isn't that what it means? Proof 66 white cameo.
Okay, what did I miss?
Right, I was talking to John Jacobs a while ago, okay, about this particular coin, and it's a 1960. I don't know if you can make this a bit bigger there, Skip, with the picture, by the way. And I saw the label, okay, and the label with the serial number, is straight. So, but when I check the serial number, the coin comes up exactly what it says on there. Okay, and I was having a discussion with him, and he was going, well, I don't know if you can get the messages up. yeah. And I didn't know this. It's NGC stands for Numismatic Guarantee Company. Yours is a Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Very nice looking coin. I hope I'm wrong with the information. Just want to look out for you, my friend. Right? Sorry, Dale. You are wrong. The name was changed. Okay, I didn't know that. And then I tried writing back to him, but obviously this was a month ago. I said, they are not real coin graders. Nice coin, I hope you're doing great, because I don't expect him for a little while. Because I was concerned about, because obviously I've had these coin slabs before, right? I just wanted the coin, but none of the coin information come up on mine. All this is like crap. But the dash is straight. Okay. But when I wanted to get in touch with him and shown him this, about why I think it's wrong, yeah, the authentic label, the dash is at, oh great, hang on a minute, just touched it.
The dash was at a little bit of an angle.
Yeah, right. And it does state here, right, the counterfeit label. The counterfeit label text is from font is narrow, so it's not really close.
Right.
Right. His had gaps. Okay. Narrower than the NGC's font. The dashes or the hyphens on the counterfeit label are straight and square. The dashes on the authentic, authentic NGC holder have angled edges. And a dash always appears as a part of the NGC certificate. Oh, great. Sorry. Certification number. See, that is angled, and the counterfeit is straight.
Well, son of a gun.
You know what? I don't deny that that's likely the situation, but at the same time, I think maybe he got just as rooked as you. You're just the last guy to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
That is up to you.
I was just being a friend, you know. I'm not asking for like. I'm not asking to be I'm a hero or people agree with me. I just. I didn't want to make him feel bad at the same time, you know. I just because obviously it's money.
Tell about the enlargement, and then it will feel better.
That's.
But you can see where I'm coming from now. It's more clearer.
Kind of forget about it after.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, I hope it's okay.
It's a matter of what it's worth, right? And it just, this is why I asked this question. What was the coin?
Yeah, I honestly, I honestly don't know what it's worth.
You're going to press it. If it's a negligible value coin, maybe you don't press it. But
no, I think that particular coin on the top of my head, being a white cameo, I probably would think it's probably around about a good $70 maybe. But I mean, the coin looks lovely, to be honest. The coin looks fantastic, but I don't know whether he knows about the labels. That's the trick. But it's on the NGC website what to look out for and what not to look out for.
Do you feel the grading is reasonable and correct? And do you feel the coin is genuine?
I don't think the label is genuine, but I think the coin is genuine, and he said he got it for, I think he said he got it for, hang on, find out how much he says he got it for.
The grading, as you look at it, do you agree with the grading for the most part?
See you next time.
The coin, I mean, I'm not a grader. I mean, I'm not an expert in this, but the thing is, the label to me looks wrong because it's straight. This is JJ's coin, and it's gapped as well, which it says it's not gapped, and it says the NGC dash or hyphen is at an angle. And I'm using exactly the same.
So let's just say once upon a time, somebody got this coin in hand and said, this is a good looking gradable coin. In fact, I think I kind of know what grade it is. I'm going to fake up a label for this and sell it at the flea market as a graded coin and get a little more value out of it. But it's a coin that, as you look at it, it's not like, this isn't this grade, not even close. Or
no, it's a nice looking coin.
The coin is as represented and maybe even the same grade as the label suggests.
Yeah.
But only that the label looks like it might not have been genuine. So
yeah,
so long as
the coin
in
itself
the holder is real, yeah, I get it. There's something going on here, but this is the world.
I mean, even if he got a proof coin and he's only paid $5 for that coin, he's still got a good coin. And even if his label is, as I say, is crooked as anything, and the whole piece is crooked, the coin itself, if he's only got that for say $5-10, right, he's still got a good coin.
Yeah.
But
why don't you just check it out with the Sigma and find out what the silver content
yeah,
is?
I can't. I mean, if you can do that for me, if you can go on NGC, I mean, I can't find out how much it actually is worth. I mean, it comes up anyway on the NGC website. I mean, this is a month ago, so I can't remember how much it is worth. That's a white cameo. Yeah. Because people, what they do, they look at the catalog on the coins and think, right, I'm going to put this sticker, I'm going to print one of these stickers out and I'm going to stick it in a coin flip and make it look like an NGC coin. And that's what NGC on their website shows you, all the fakes they found over the years, and they stick it on their website so people can go and look at it and go, right, okay, that's obviously fake and not real and everything. Unless he breaks that open and sends that coin to NGC, and if it comes back as the same one, but he's not going to do that, is he? Because he says he's got this for a steal, and so he might even have a crappy coin. He may have a fake case, and he say he paid whatever money it is, and he's got himself a bargain. Do you know what I mean? So either way, he's still got a fantastic looking coin, but I don't think it's that label. That label does not tie with that coin. To me, the way NGC explains about the label.
It's funny. I just had my son drop 5 ounces of 5 1-ounce silver bars. He ordered it.
Wow.
And I took a look at them. I'm going, oh, how much did you pay? He says, oh, I got them all for $50.
Freaking hell.
5 ounces of silver for $50. Okay, where's my earth magnet? Man, I'll tell you, they stuck to that thing like glue. Guess what you got?
Yeah, iron.
Over my son.
Gentlemen, I think I will go to bed now. Sorry, but I'm almost falling asleep here in front of the computer.
Well, we have been going for almost 4 hours, which is pretty commendable. Yeah.
Yeah. And 3.5 hours of the time Dale was talking.
Oh, well, Dale had to make up for all the times he hasn't been online, so yeah, I can understand.
No, this was a joke. Come on. You know how it's meant.
I know.
I'm hurt.
Exactly as I said it.
I'm so hurt. No.
Anyway, you know what, guys? Yeah, I'm going to shut her down. It was really nice hearing it from everybody and talking to us. And Dale, man, oh man, is it ever nice to actually see you, brother? I mean, well, kind of.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to hear you guys and see you guys. And
Dale, I really missed you, Dale.
I miss you too. I miss everybody, man. I tell you,
community is not the same without you.
I really missed you, Dale.
Hang on a minute. Just making sure that.
Well, William, that's one magnetic.
You're on Monday, right, Skip?
Yep. It's going to be a good one. Oh yeah, Wolf defeating Montcalm on the Plains of Abraham.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
The big battle when New France ceased to be.
Is that when France took over, wasn't it?
No, that's when England took over.
Oh, England took over. Right, okay, so you're looking at around about the last of the Mohicans time then.
Oh, we've already gone past that part. That was the Indian Wars.
Oh, is this the one with Pontiac involved?
No, this is the one with Wolfe defeating Montcalm on the Plains of Abraham. It's a full-blown battle between the British and French. Yep.
And the French didn't run off this time.
No, they didn't run anywhere, but they weren't too happy about having the British running the shot afterwards.
This is what we've learned last time. Why the French were always wearing, why they have been wearing white scarves.
Yeah, and they liked white flags. I noticed that.
Yeah, exactly. This is the reason. Yeah, so it did not look so much like a white flag, and but just in case they had one.
We don't.
The French are good at two parties. The French are good at two types of parties: the invasion party and the liberation party.
And apparently the Olympic Games party too.
Really?
I think
That's
they
been a
love
disaster.
surrender parties.
Yeah, I thought the invasion parties and the surrender.
Those of you in chat, thank you. God bless you for coming in. Blistering Barnacles, Stamos, it was always nice to see you. William E.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Of course, we got Darren, Austrian Stacker, and Ran So Far Away, and our good friend.
I gotta go, guys. Something came up.
Take care. God bless you guys.
You take care, everybody. Have a safe and fun weekend.
Yeah, long weekend here in Canada.
Stay safe, gentlemen.
I will.